Hello, can everybody hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Make sure the sound levels are right. Everybody can enjoy. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. Yes, we can hear. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect. As you know, I'm filling in for old Copper Owl today. I don't have all the bells and whistles with my videos yet. I'm still kind of new at this, but I'm going to give it a try. I appreciate everyone being here. See, we got a bunch of new people I haven't met before. Mr. Vinny's Neighborhood, John Holmes, Digging Up the Dirt, Mr. Eller, hello, Ron Pierce. What else do we got? Chat here. Let's see, Tom Thumb, hey, got a package coming out to you, sir. BH Ringer, nice to see you, man. Let's just keep on scrolling down here. What we got? What we got? Colonel's Collecting and Detecting. Welcome back. Welcome back. David Carlisle, nice to see you. JB, I don't think I know you. Welcome here. Elizabeth Flood, Greg Chapman, hello. Vicky Pitts. Who else we got? Keep scrolling down. All right, there's a pinned comment video at the top. If you haven't left a message there, go ahead and do that, and I'll draw our first winner. These notes I've started. Haven't finished any of these yet. These are going to be some of our giveaways, as well as I made up last night several packs of air quarters we're going to do in as giveaways. Obviously, we'll be doing the 25 likes, 50 likes. I've never hit 75 likes, so if we hit that, we're going to do something good. And if it goes past that to 100, we're going to do something great. So we'll see what we get to it. We're already at 22, so we're almost at 25. We'll be doing 23. So we'll be getting to that real quickly here, I see. Gatita Oso, hello. Hello, hello. What do we got here? So I figure we're going to start off on my channel. I had a box battle of nickels going on between Ron Pierce, Smog the Magnificent, and New Marshall in Town. So I'm going to start off doing 10 rolls a piece for them to keep that going. And we can slide over to... I was able to get 7 more straps from the bank that we can search. I've got 2 boxes of quarters, 3 more boxes of nickels. So who knows where we'll go. Lots of giveaways. So we'll see it happens. Let's make this happen. You got that right. I'm a player. Thanks, Copperal. I'm a noob player, but I'll get there. I've come a long way since August. Yeah, true, Walker. Yeah, that's true. I've already gone over a bunch of hurdles this morning. I woke up this morning. My cats had brought in a rather large snake and put it in the living room. Took care of that. Had some plumbing issues. My laptop and desktop didn't want to fire up this morning, so made it through all that, and we're streaming. That works for me. So everybody leave a comment. I'm going to go over to the picker, and we'll pick a name for that early bird. And what will we do? Early bird, we'll do we'll just do one of these air quarter packs. This one I've got 2 of the 2023P Jovita Idar quarters. One of the quarters has a chip on the nose on the obverse, and the other quarter has a die crack on the front of the bust all the way down to the bottom rim. So that'll be our first one. So we'll go over to the picker and pick us a name real quick. Good luck, everybody. Scroll down. 7 plus 1 is 8, obviously. Let's grab some comments. 22 comments. Good luck. Let's pick us a winner. Katita Oso, you're the winner. 1 minute to say you are here. Yeah, those 2023s are eating up everybody, aren't they? Katita Oso. There she is. All right. Perfect. Send me a, I think I might have sent you something in the past. Just go ahead and send me an email and claim it with your address, name, and this will be on its way to you. Put your name on it. Congratulations. And we are going to do our 25 likes since we are already there. So let's give away 125 likes. You'll have your choice of 25 likes. You'll have your choice of one of these builds I've started, and I'll finish it for you. The finished note will have all the fields and everything all colored in and everything accented. I just started these last night. So let's go over to our Nightbot. And we will, keyword will be 25 likes. Good luck to everybody. Keyword is 25 with a space. Likes. Good luck, everyone. We'll rock that one out. That's the fastest I think I've ever been to 25 likes in my life. I appreciate that. Well, we're going to do a 50 likes here pretty soon. This is awesome. Everybody enter that. And our 50 likes, we will do... We'll do our 50 like Ike out of our uncirculated roll here. Hey, Smog, what's going on? I can make that into a bow tie on the 25 likes if you want that instead of the full bill. It's your choice. Just the bow ties are only colorized from, I would say, the fold marks probably about right here over. This part gets colorized, you know, then from here over gets colorized, and then probably from about here to here gets colorized in the center. And then what I've been doing lately is covering those third sections with a nice piece of clear tape and wrapping it all the way around the bill, and then refold it so the entire bill is covered and protected. And then on the back side, I take one of my shipping labels and seal the whole backside as well. And it's a blank white space that you can add a personalized message if you're giving it away as a gift to somebody. Here's what one of those looks like. So that's what one of those looks like. See, you see the tape that's already on it. It's kind of glossy. And then I put the shipping label on the back. But it's protected all the way around, so yeah, I can do that, no problem. Oh yeah, we're at 25 likes. Everybody get it in. Let's select us a winner. Awesome, thanks Lisa D. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. 25 likes being drawn, and we are 5 away from 50. So let's do it. Oh, and what I'm doing also for just the basic giveaways, it's 1 win per person to kind of give everybody a chance. But our 25, 50, 75, 100, everybody's eligible. So here we go. VMC, you're the 25 like winner. You're going to get another bill to your stack. Select a color, and that will be coming to you. Congratulations. You just let me know which one of these colors you want. He's still here, isn't he? There he goes. Red border, you got it. You calling the red this one? Or this one? Here's like the one on the left. This is kind of like a red-orange. Is that the one you're talking about? Yes, okay, you got it. You got it, buddy. Congratulations to you, sir. That's some minis. Dagger Cards, hello. Don Juan, hello. There you go. It's going in pack. BMC 25 likes. There you go. And that'll go in your bag that I got sitting right here to my left. I've been packing up. Everybody that I owe something to, I have another round of a lot of envelopes that are going out tomorrow. And Vinny, I'll try to pack yours all up tonight to go out with that as well. 46 likes. There we go. Coin and round. Hello, sir. All right, let's do 10 of Ron's rolls and see what we can find him. Good luck to you, Ron. So yeah, 50 likes will do. The winner gets a choice of the 50 like Ike out of here, or I'll search their choice of one of these straps. They get to choose. So that's what we'll do at 50. So it should be we had some good ones pulled out of the last straps. Everybody, I think everybody got at least one star note. That was pretty cool. That was Who's Your Stacker? Hello. This is a continuation of a nickel box battle between Ron, Spong the Magnificent, and New Marshall in Town. I'd already done 20 rolls apiece for them. So I'm going to do 10 more of their rolls out of their boxes, and then we'll see where we are at that point, and we can... hello, Penny Pincher. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in. So after we do those 10 rolls apiece for them, we'll see where we're at, and we go from there. I mean, we could jump to some quarters if people are interested in quarters. I was trying to figure out a price point for rolls to make sure everybody, if anybody wanted some, you know, so get it so that it felt pretty even at the end, you know, what I should offer as a skunk insurance on it. But it confused me because he showed something else at some of my notes. Confused you on... I'm confused now. So we're all confused together. And Colonel's collecting. I know you said you were interested in maybe getting another box of nickels. I have 72, 73, and 74 are available, because I was holding off on sending your package from the last box, because you were saying you may want another one, so let me know about that. Oh, you like that? That is a wallpaper scraper blade that I can resharpen. It's pretty sharp. It just slices right through. And then my other specialized tool here, JB, is the pusher, which is, you know, just a socket extension, and I just push the coins out of the back of the roll like that, so I don't have to peel or anything. It's just bam, bam, bam. Yeah, it's like one of those Ginsu knife commercials or whatever. So you got to be careful with that. Keep the fingers out of the way, definitely. Definitely. So when I'm searching nickels, of course I forgot my magnifier. I'm looking for anything 60 and earlier, you know, 50s, 40s, 30s. Sometimes we've had V nickels come out of boxes. So when you purchase the rolls, you get all of those. And then I'm looking for anything from the S Mint. You get those. Obviously 2009s, 2024s. No, I don't have it. I don't have it that close there, Spog. Yeah, it is Penny Pincher. You know, it's just, I do what works for me. 2009s, I'll pull out 2024s for you. A lot of die chip errors we've been finding on the 2020, 21s, 22s, and 23s. And anything that just seems like really mint state, got you know, really good mint luster and no marks, I'll do those as well. So we'll do these couple rolls, and then I'll go get my magnifier, because I don't have it, so I'll use this magnifier for the time being, which means I got to move my laptop slightly. There we go. Good luck to you, Ron. See if we can find you something good. Is the background music level too high, too low? Just let me know. I'm kind of guessing because I keep my speakers turned off so there's no feedback on anything. I don't want a little double echo going. See where my hands are. There we go. You can't see that much there, so let's roll this over just slightly. There, that'll work. Okay. 46 likes. Okay, we're 4 away from our 50, and then we'll do it. So like I said, 20, 21s, 22s, 23s, and 20s are most likely, Philly Mint are most likely to have the die chips on the back. Oh, I also have been pulling out these the Modern Buffaloes for Robert Worley, 8 coin silver. They're 47 likes. He's doing a little collection of these, so I pull those to the side for him and roll them up. I'm gonna send them out to him for, I don't know what project he said he was doing on it, but we'll see. Maybe it's something he's gonna make and sell. Who knows? Yeah, so like I said, this morning I woke up and, you know, walking out getting something to eat, and there's a snake probably 18 inches, 20 inches. I haven't checked it, Colonel, but if you sent me one, you tell me which box you want, 72, 73, or 74, and we'll get you scheduled in this week. I'm trying to nail down like a regular streaming time. I'm thinking Tuesdays, you know, 9:30ish, and Thursdays like 9:30ish or so. You know, just pulling those days out. And, you know, I didn't plan on streaming today, but Copperal's not here, so I said I'd fill in for him and take up some time. There's another buffalo. So, meet some new people, because, you know, you got different people. You got different people at different time slots. So, there's several names in chat that I have never really talked to before. So, welcome. Hello. I'm Namaste Forget Me Not. Some people know me as Brian. I've been called other names. Hey, you, Mr. Old Guy, hey, gray hair, you know. Grandpa. I go by Grandpa to some. My grandson was supposed to come over yesterday, and they got held up what they were doing, so I didn't get to see him this week. He's an active part of my weekend. I like it. I like spending time with him. Passing by, smashing like. Thanks, Silent Silver. I appreciate that. Here's a decent looking, yeah, she's scratched up. Yeah, the rolls weren't too hot last week, and then we got right to the tail end of those first 20, and they really started producing some good ones. So I'm hoping the same thing this time. We'll see. And there's a off-color one there. It's kind of a tannish brown. When you compare that to one of these shinier ones, you can see, look at the difference there. That's some sort of a kneeling error, or it was an ender on a roll or something. We'll throw that over there for you, Ron. It's pretty cool. Bart Cummins, hello, number 50. All right, so we'll pause right here. So like 50, we're gonna do, pull these to the side. We'll do what we did my last stream. I got the, we'll do the 50 like Ike, or, so I got some, they're pretty, I don't know, they're pretty nice. Got some really good conditions, you know, Eisenhower's, they're almost uncirculated, got good luster on them. I mean, as you can see, they're all nice and shiny on the ends. You have your choice of that, or you can select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, and we'll search that strap for you. Hey, Martin. So that's 50 likes is going to be that. You either get the uncirculated Eisenhower, or your choice of strap 1 through 7, and we will. So let me write the numbers down on those, so you have your choice. There you go. The number 7 is left over from the last live stream, the last live stream that I got to all those, and these are the new ones I picked up on Friday. So those will be your choice. We'll go to Nightbot and we'll do 50 likes. This is open to everybody. We're going to refresh it. Hold on, let me refresh the page so it erases it. And then we're going to do 50 likes, keyword. And I'm going to run upstairs and grab my magnifier while you all are entering 50 likes into chat. Here we go, 50 likes. Oops, there we go, 50 likes is the keyword. All right. And while that is populating, you see your names all going on there. I will be right back. Alright, got my trusty magnifier headpiece my son bought me. Now we're ready to roll. See how many we got entered so far. How many people we got in here so far? 25 entries. Mid-State Bison Nickel, do you want me to send it in your package for the fellow that needs them? No, I mean, it's up to you, Walker. Like I've already got like 6 or 7 rolls of these already made up for him. I mean, it's up to you. You want to throw it in there, throw it in there. As you know, I search a ton of nickels, so I have tons of Mint State nickels, tons of them. But you got to search thousands and thousands just to find the 3 or 4 keepers. It's a dedication, definitely dedication of time to get what you need out of circulating coins. Otherwise, you just buy them. Bill Snodgrass Adventures, hello sir, welcome to the stream. Hey Shelbo. I don't believe I've seen you in any of my streams before, but hello, welcome. We're in the middle of searching 10 rolls for Ron Pierce. Alright, got 29 entries. Keep going. I'm going to keep searching some of his rolls while those numbers keep going up. The 50 likes, as I said before, you have your choice of an uncirculated Ike dollar, or you can select one of the 7 bank straps, and I'll search it right now. You get your choice of the strap, I'll search it, and you get whatever we find in there. Our last time I did that, there was several people got some pretty good bills come out of it. I no longer keep trinaries and stuff like that unless it's a real fancy number of some sort. So I'll pull the trinaries out if you want those. It's up to you. But let's keep going on Ron's here while we're entering that. Oh yeah, see, this magnifier is much better. There's another buffalo for Robert. And we were struggling to find coins out of the 40s and 50s. I mean, usually I get, in my boxes, I get tons of them, but These rolls have been kind of hard. Yep, 50 likes. We got 30 entries so far with 41 in chat. So 11 of you. There's kind of a collar error, offset a little bit there on this side. We'll throw that in. We will, some of you are going to miss out. Brown Sugar, hello. Nice to see you in the stream. I'm Copperow's substitute today. I don't have all the fancy graphics he does. I'm still working on all that stuff. Still trying to learn the software. And, you know, I finally got it down now to where I'm comfortable doing transitions between, you know, what's on screen, transitions to the cameras, to separate cameras, pulling audio sources. It's a lot to learn when you know you're not really familiar with it. But I'm getting there. If I had a little more time, I had a little montage thing I was making up for the beginning of the stream. It had me laughing last night when I was doing it, and I just ran out of time, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop here and get some rest. I was up way too late doing that. Trying to be funny. And then the original, that's right, Martin, I am. I could do anything, right? There's a big N on my shirt underneath this shirt that's supposed to mean S, but it's an N. But the first little short video I made last night, you know, saying, hi, I'm your substitute teacher, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, so everybody knew I was going to be subbing in. It stayed on YouTube for like 2 hours or something, and then I was checking. I was like, man, I'm not seeing a lot of comments. I go, I don't know what's going on. And there was this big red thing said it was restricted due to, you know, some copyright infringement. So apparently the software that I was using, it comes with preloaded music you can use for background music. So, and supposedly it was all pre-approved, everything, YouTube okays, all that stuff, but nowhere in the writings does it say if your video is over 60 seconds, you can't use the music in the software. So that video was 1:20, and it blocked it to all users, blocked all views and everything. So like 3 o'clock in the morning, I had to redo the video with different music and repost it. Otherwise, nobody would have seen it at all. There you go, Ron. There's a, let's go to camera 1. 1939. Philly. Nice find. For you, sir. How many we got in there now? 32 entries. 47 watching. I'm about to pull it. We'll do, let me finish what's here on the table and I'll pick a name. We will select the name for the 50 likes, and it's your choice. The 50 like Ike or strap 1 through 7. And I haven't even touched those straps, so they're probably all, nothing's facing the same way, nothing, so we'll all see them for the first time. There's a nice looking 95. Let's see what it's got as far as steps. I'll put that one over there for you, Ron. It's got, there's a little nick on that bottom step, but it's pretty much full steps and decent looking 95p. So, and what I do on the older coins like this, you know, 60s and 70s, before I'll even set it to the side, the coin needs to show, I need to see a lot of detail right here up on this triangle. This is the high point on the reverse. So I need to see a lot of detail there. Like that one does, you can barely even see the triangle. I wouldn't keep that coin. I have to see a lot of detail here, or I don't even keep the nickel. So that's my first point in selecting what I'm going to keep. or not. And, you know, I don't want to send you all some coins that look great on the obverse, all nice and sparkly, and you flip it over and it's a bunch of junk. You know, you don't want to put that in an album. You want your albums to be full of good, you know, good examples of whatever year you're saving. You're putting in the time and effort to do it, you know, put something good in there. All right, 50 users, and we got entries. All right, we're going to pull it here in 10 coins. We're going to pull the 50 like winner. And it'll be your choice. 50 like Ike, or here we go. Only had a couple on that one, Ron. All right, let's do this. Need another box. That one's getting heavy. All right, good luck, people. Let's pick our winner. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Bart Cubbins is the winner. Got 1 minute. Say you're here in chat, bud. Where's Bart? Where's Bart? There he is. All right, Bart. Do you want your choice of uncirculated Ike? You want the uncirculated Ike or strap 1 through 7? Your choice. You choose, my man. Oh, I got a lot of lag, don't I? On here. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go live on this one. There we go. Which one you want there, Bart? I don't see it. I don't see your choice yet. You select. BH Ringer on top of it, my man. I don't see where he's... Did he make a choice yet? I do not see here. I see where he says here. Oh, he's slipping a coin for it? Yeah. Ike, please. You got it, bud. That is yours. Right there. That's a nice one. That's nice for being that old of a coin. There you go. Hopefully that finds a nice spot in your collection. Congratulations. That is yours. Put that up there. And I'll see if I have any more dollar size flips. I do not know if I've got any more over there. But I'll wrap it up all nice for you. Maybe put it in a little pouch. 50 like Ike. Congrats, Bart. That's a nice coin. There you go, bub. 50 like Ike. Right there. Congrats. And we got 57 currently, so we're on our way to the next one. Sweet. Alright, Ron. Get you a couple more. And then I'll do just another basic giveaway after, you know, between sets of rolls. So we got 6 more rolls, and then we'll just do another giveaway for another set of air quarters. And 75 likes. I don't know, maybe I have a choice of a forget-me-note or bow tie or strap. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I've never been to the 75 like stratosphere, so we'll play it by ear. The first time I hit 50 likes, I did a barber half dollar. Just, you know, went up to the mini vault and just grabbed the first thing I saw, actually, which was that. Give myself a little more light here. So hopefully these get on fire, because I know once we hit Smog's rolls, he's probably gonna light it up, and he's a pretty lucky box buyer. I've seen them pull some really good coins for Smog. 23p, you want to be looking up here in the dome. There's 2 ribs on the dome. That's generally where the errors are going to be on that. The 2020Ps, more than likely you'll see it over here on the left wall as far as die chips. But you want to go ahead and be sure to flip, look at both sides of the coin. I mean, there's some that, you know, I'm flying through and I go back and recheck and I actually found a 2 heads coin, a 2-headed nickel, just by going back and taking a look at it. I don't know if Ron Pierce is way ahead or not. I mean, there may be more. See, I can't go by the size of, because right here is your rolls so far. You know, I can't go by the size of these because I pull out a lot of just the really nice looking coins for you guys. So the amount in the roll isn't telling of what the score would be. I know New Marshall had a buffalo on one of those. We found that buffalo nickel for him. So it's not the size that matters there, Smog. It's the quality of the coins. No, I don't. 21Ps, I usually find the die chips here on the left side. A lot of the 80s nickels I find will have a lot of grease smearing in them or collar errors. 40s and 50s, I just set those to the side and let whoever wins them, let them actually look for, you know, the repunchment marks and double die adverse and reverse. A numismatic, because I don't have time to sit here and just examine, flip everyone over and put them in under a microscope and look for all the stuff. You guys can do that on your own when I send them all to you. Now, when I was doing them on my own, first learning all the different errors and stuff, man, I would sit and examine front and back of every single coin. But that's how you learn. You learn where to look for the errors. You know, a box of nickels would take me a week. A box of quarters would take me a week. There's an odd finish to that. We'll throw that over there. And now where I'm just pulling out the main stuff for people, you know, there's a 54 Denver. You know, if I'm doing a box of nickels for myself, I can do it in an hour. No problem. Quarters, probably the same. Quarters I'm even faster at, where I've been doing those for years. Yeah, on those on quarters, just like the regular, just a general Washington quarter, you know, no states or America the Beautiful, you'll be amazed at how many different die cracks and stuff you'll find on those if you just slow down and look at each one of them under magnification. There are tons of errors on those that you can find. I've got boxes of 2x2s of just different die cracks, you know, the spitting eagle die cracks, the die cracks going up the left side, right side, doubling of the leaves underneath the eagle. A lot of machine doubling on those older ones. But you just have to take the time to, you know, look at them and find them. It's a nice looking 23p. With a die chip on the dome. There you go. Tons of die chips. The nickels are just loaded with die chips. Dang, that's a sharp looking 22D right there. Clean fields, couple little bag marks in there, but not too bad. Might get a spot in your album, who knows. Lisa D, you got an envelope going out tomorrow. That's all been packed up. I remember your name on one of those labels. I got a stack of stuff going out. I'm almost really close to getting caught up, except for my Canadian friends. Yours are all in a separate box, just waiting for everything to clear up as far as the strike. And I heard that I guess the government's making them go back to work, so I may still put a delay on sending stuff back until the backlog of everything is kind of sorted through. Because, man, there's probably a mountain of mail that they've got to go through that's been sitting there. I mean, how many weeks was that strike? 3 or more? Golly. You're welcome. Oh, and also inside that envelope, Lisa, I printed out that little page that I went to, the My Currency collection. It showed all the information. I put a little printout in your envelope with it showing, you know, all the info on that star note for you, because I know you requested it pull it up on a page and I couldn't find the star note right away, but I found it, and all the information's inside the envelope, so you have it. There's an offset strike a little bit. 4 weeks of backlog. Yeah, wow. No. They're probably dreading going back to work. But there's a nice 23p. They're the ones that went on strike, so. Man, come on, 40s and 50s, where you at? 64. Don't know where they are. Last week, the box I searched on my own, I found a nice 62 with lamination air on the back. It was pretty. There's a shiny one right there. What's that? 23p die chip. It had a nice lamination air on it. Looked like it had just been peeled off the top of the coin. It was pretty cool. There's 56. Believe, kind of, yeah, 56D. There's a hashtag crusty for you, Ron. I know you like those hashtag crusties. Ron likes his crusty ones. But not as many 40s as I thought we'd have. That one's just dirty. Fake tone, it's just some sort of tan dirt. There we go, 55. Denver. Not too bad. Still has some little bit of detail on the hair. That's and I was like, when this design, you know, the 3/4 turn there, when that design came out, there's some of them you could, you know, kind of move around in the light, and the eyes have like a gold tone to it. It looks like he's staring at you, man. It's kind of creepy. I was like, man, that one's weird. It's only on some of them, though. Not all of them do it. I don't know if it's just the way it's punched in there, or yeah, like that one's got kind of a golden to the eyes. It's weird. November 15th. Wow. So that's 1 month of backlogged mail. I mean, I know Canada isn't populated like the US, but still, I bet there's a lot of mail backed up. Yeah, nothing on that one. Anyway, I'd hate to be a mail worker going in and going, yep, look at this. This is what we got to face. They're probably all going to work really slow, too. You know. So I don't think I'll be sending stuff for a while. I just want to make sure that's cleared up and my stuff isn't sitting in a pile somewhere waiting on delivery. I don't know who I was talking to the other night. We were like, man, Elizabeth Flood's probably got a box of stuff waiting for her. She wins a lot. All right, Ron, we are through your rolls, bud. That's all we got there on that first go around. That was it. Oh, wait, one more. Not much, sorry there, but you got a couple of nice ones. Alright, let's go to our Nightbot there. We'll go, you know what? I'll do this one. There's a comment link at the top, pinned at the top. Go ahead and leave a comment on that little short video, and I will pull our next winner from that list. It'll be for 2 quarter errors. And I will refresh the comment picker page. So go over there, put a comment, and I will draw a name in a minute once I cut the tops off of Smog's rolls. There. We got 3, 6, 10. Yep. And we'll put bronze in. Nice little stack here, Ron. Not too bad. And that was 21 to. Here's. That was rolls 21 to 30. Go. And then I'll get the picker page ready. And refresh it. There we go. All right, everybody get your comment in. I'm going to do it. Here we go. 6 plus 9, 15. Get comments. 34, yes, we had some extras put in there. This is open to everybody except for if you've won one of these giveaways. The basic giveaways. So the only person that's won this basic one so far is Gatita, I believe. Here we go. Smog, magnificent. I know you're here. I just saw your name. Congratulations, sir. Smog the Magnificent. That is a 2023 Page Avita Idar quarter. The one has a nose chip on the obverse. The second one has a die crack. I'll show you here real quick what you're getting on these. Yeah, I had like 2 rolls of these errors tucked away. So this one. So as I roll the coin, oops. You want to look right here. It goes up into the neck. That's your die crack. So if just watch that. You can see it. See how it goes to the edge of the rim there? That crack goes all the way up into the neck. That's your die crack error on that one. And your nose chip error is here. These are all BU right out of bankrolls. You can barely see it. It's got cracks along the bridge of the nose right here. Right there, you see it? Right there. So these are all straight out of bankrolls. They've never been touched by any hands. So that's what you're getting in these little 2-packs, is one of those and one of those. I made up a whole bunch of little packs of them last night, so everybody can get some BU coin errors. 72. Oh my goodness, we're getting close to the 75. We're gonna have to get crazy, huh? This is a new milestone for me. I've never been to the 75 world. If at 100, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll have to give away something grand. Give away something great. Martin Bowen's your birthday. What day was your birthday, Martin? Gotta go hang with the family. Oh my goodness. Well, if you come back to the stream, Martin, I'll give you a choice of one of these straps for your birthday. So you select the number and come back and I'll search it for you. Or if you got time, pick a number right now and I'll search it for you for your birthday. Up to you, my friend. Up to you. If you got 5-10 minutes, we'll do it. Guess it really does help the channel. Thanks, BH. Helps this little man grow a little bit. You know, reach the amount of watch hours that you have to actually get to where you can have subscribers to your channel. Would be nice. So yeah, 29. Forever 29, isn't he? Oh, geez. Sorry to hear that. We're at 74. Fleabag, what's going on? Apparently me and Fleabag are the night owls of the bunch. I caught him on another stream at about 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern. I was like, geez, man, I gotta go to bed. 75 likes, Vinny says. Alright, 75. We're gonna do... I got tops cut off of those. Alright, 75. Let's see here. So 75, I'll do your choice of one of these to get... Oh, let me pull away from there. So 75, you'll get your choice of one of these 3 notes. Yeah, it is overrated. One of these 3 notes, and I'll give you a selection of one of these straps. So you'll get both for 75. So we're going to the Nightbot. Keyword 75 likes. Good luck to everyone. Let me refresh the old Nightbot so it clears up. This is open to everybody. Don't put it in yet. Let me refresh the page. Clear everything out. There we go. We're going to do keyword will be 75 likes. Change this to 7. I haven't started yet. You may have to re-enter. 75 likes. Okay, it started. Hey, Martin, did you hear I said I'll do one of these straps for you for your birthday right now if you want it. Just give me a number 1 through 7 on the straps. And it'll be happy birthday for you. Just tell me which one you want, and I'll search it right now. Robert Worley, hello. Number 3, you got it, bud. Happy birthday to you. For Susan, number 3. Right there. Let's see what kind of craziness will ensue for Mr. Martin Bowen. Doing that. You guys are doing that. I'll sort these. Let me go back to here. I'll sort these in all directions while everybody's entering. There. Alright, we're all facing the same way. What? Sorry about that. Alright, here we go. You ready, Martin? 34 entries on 75 likes. Let's go ahead and do Martin's birthday gift. Happy birthday to you, sir. See what we can get for you. Where are we at? Right there. There we go. And let me pull this back a little bit. Yeah, but you can see the numbers there. All right, good luck to you, Martin. Here we go. I'll pull out, you know, when I first started, I would pull out triple numbers and stuff. You know, I don't pull those out unless it's a really good note or an older note. I'll pull out stuff 99 and earlier. And any weirdo number combinations, I'll pull out. But if the bill's like all wrinkle up and stuff like that, I generally don't keep them. Unless the number is just so phenomenal that I gotta keep it. We'll see if we can get you something good. Any good combination of bills or notes, sorry. But in my personal collection, you know, the notes have to be pretty crispy. And for each series date, so the series date on a bill, like 2017A, that's not when the bill was made. The series date changes when one of the two positions changes. So the treasurer or secretary of the treasury, once one of those two names changes, that's when the series will change. So you had 2017A, the next series was a 2021. So the 2021s came out last year, even though it was 2023. So I'll show you, if we get a star note, I'll show you what that means. So I'll pull out, on my personal collection, I collect for each series date. You got your first letter here on the $1 bills. That's the Federal Reserve Bank that it represents. So you got A through L. That's your 12 banks. And then this number changes for every 96 million notes made. So you would have H, 1 through 96 million, A, and then this changes to B. And it'd be 00001 all the way to 96 million, C. So C, so that one means they've already gone through A and B of 96 million notes, and they're in the process of making more on C. So I'll collect 2017 F, A block, C block, D block. So my collections, that's how I collect the bills. Plus the, you know, fancy serial numbers like, oh, I totally forgot to show you guys all these. We'll take a break and I'll show some of these. All these are for sale. So I'll go through these and show you guys. A lot of the stuff, like here, this is that's a repeater note, 01250125, direct out of a BEP strap that I got from the bank. Human hands have not touched that bill. It went straight from the strap into the protector. So here's a true binary note with 5 of a kind and a double straight, or sorry, 6 of a kind twos. There's another binary note. I know Tupac would probably like those with all those twos. So, time permitting, we'll once I get through these other ones here, we'll Jim Thompson, hello. How are you, man? Right now we're searching a strap of notes for Martin Bowen. I gave this to him for his birthday. So some people call this a gas pump note, turn digit note, but you can see how the 7's higher than the rest of them. Some people collect these. I'll set that to the side for you and send it to you. You want to be looking for the evenness of your outer margins, your green seal, the placement on 1, like if the seal is the top, if it's outside the 1 or lower than the 1, then you know the numbers have been shifted top or bottom. So I'm looking at all that. I'm looking at the serials, and I'm doing it. This is slow. I usually do it really fast. But in one flash, I'm looking at here, 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 and overall what the note looks like. See, so there's another turn digit with the 7, but the note itself isn't in good enough condition for me to keep, and I wouldn't pass that on to you. So, and obviously you're looking for star notes. The star notes, the last letter will be replaced with a star. Star notes are no longer produced by the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. They've gone to a new printing method called the non-sequential printing and examining equipment. So if an error happens now when the machines are printing it, they just bypass that whole section of notes and jump the serial numbers. Before, if you had an error, they would replace every note between, say, 64 and 68. All those notes and or sheets would be pulled and replaced with a full sheet of star notes. They no longer do that. So if you got star notes, keep them in your collection. The value is going to do nothing but go up. This has a slight, what they call back to front ink error or transfer error. If you can, I don't know if you can see that. See these two little dark marks here? That's from the bill that was placed on top of it. It's those two dark marks right here on the E. So the wet bill placed on top of this one and pressed on transferred the ink from the E. So what you want to look for is on that transfer, you can see a little ghost of it right here. A lot of times that this mark on the end gets transferred right across Washington's face. You want to pull those out, because those are errors people are looking for. It's kind of like a don't or do not strike across there. So, and then you also want to look for higher block runs, like on the 2009s and the 1999s and 95s. This number gets all the way up to X and Y, and W's. I pull those as well. There's a whole bunch of different stuff you can look for in bills. And as I'm looking for overall just really good condition notes. So here's a heavy ink error on the 8. More often than not, you'll see it on the 3rd digit on the right serial number, the heavy ink. And you want to look over here on this side as well. Here's your 3rd. So you have a double heavy ink error. That's yours. There's a star note we will look up for you. And it's a 2013. That means there's a high chance of this being a duplicate star note. So I'll show you what to look for on that when we go back and look at them. You also want to pull notes. Some people, leading 000, some people like that. The more hardcore collectors need to see 5 zeros for it to be a low number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would put this under 1,000. It'd be the first 1,000 notes in the run. This was 3. I've never had much success really selling 3. 4, some people will grab. 5, people are buying. So we got another star note. We'll look that up as well. So, and when I get fresh uncirculated straps, wow, that was close. That was close to being a radar note right there. You got 11716. Coming backwards, it'd be 117. You'd need these two numbers to be the same. That's really close to being a radar note. That'd have been a good find. Close, but nothing. That'd have been an awesome birthday find right there, Martin. Okay, so there we go with that. So now we'll go to the website mycurrencycollection.com, and I will show you. We got 34 entries on there. I will show you what to look for on the My Currency Collection. So there's your star note lookup page. So we have 2 star notes right here. So the first one is 2013. Make sure you can see this. Okay, yeah. Next one is. There you go. Let's resize that. So we're going to do 2013 on the drop down menu over here. Right here. So in 2013, there was several runs of star notes that there's two facilities that print notes. There's one in Fort Worth and there's one in Washington, D.C. So in 2013, there was a select few runs of notes that had a duplicate serial number. So those duplicated serial numbers, if you find both notes that have the same serial number, you're in the money. And depending on the shape of the note, I mean, I've seen crisp, uncirculated duplicate pair go for over $10,000. So, but that's for the pair. So we're going to type in B. This has a chance of being a duplicate number. 0321 0774 star. Boom. Dang, you got a duplicate star note for your birthday, man. How about that? So now what they want us to do is we're going to look at right here. Make sure I'm pointing it to you. I got two screens up. So right here on the note, there's an FW. That's Fort Worth. This was printed in Fort Worth. If the FW wasn't there, it was just an H something, that'd mean DC. So we're going to select Fort Worth on our page, on our drop down menu here. So Fort Worth, that's where we're going. Boom, look it up. So now this page tells you it's a run size of 3.2 million notes. Total run printed was 22.65 million. The note isn't on the rarity scale. It's not rare, but it is rare because everybody that has this information, they're pulling these out of circulation. So then you scroll down here, go to your general information. It tells you it's run number 2.1. And here's all the runs for it. So you got 1 and 1.1, 2, 2.1, 3 and 3.1. Those are the duplicated numbers. So right there, you got a duplicate star note. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I'm going to actually, I'll print this up for you right now. So you have that information with your note. So I'm going to print this. We can put that all in with your with the note when I package it up. Right there. So boom. Congratulations on that. That's sweet. Duplicate note. Those are hard to find, Martin. Let's look this one up. So now we have a 2017 note. So we'll do drop down 2017. We're going to change this over to F series. Here we go. So F081 167611. So this is just a common star note. 3.2 million are always the run size of 3.2 million. 9.85 million on the notes. General information is the third run of 4. So you'd want this one. Run number 1 right there is what you want. That'd be the run that hit 250,000 on the note size, makes that a rare note. But those are for you, Martin. Happy birthday. Congratulations on that, my friend. There's your print up information on that. And I already have your address. Happy birthday, buddy. Let's pick us a 75 likes. $75 likes, keyword giveaway. All right, everybody ready? Choose the winner here. Resize this one. Oops, there. All right, good luck. He's already won one. Colonel's collecting and detecting. Congratulations. Thank you.
Some rice.
Okay. Colonel collecting. Is he here? I knew I saw him earlier. There he is. All right. So, if I remember correctly, your choice of... We got so much going on. Your choice of color on that, plus your choice of strap on this. We're missing number 3. So, give me a color. Smog's already hit the likes. You can't do twice on the likes. So Colonel's give me a which one of these you want and give me a number on the straps and we'll search it. Blue, you got it? You got it. You got it, sir. Blue it is. A number. You have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 5 it is. Good luck to you. We will peel these open real quick. See if we can find you, sir. I wish they would all just make them the same direction. It'd be easier, wouldn't it? Instead of having to do this. But if I go through them and make everything the same direction beforehand, that means I've already gone through the bills, and I don't want it to seem that way. I want it to seem like I'm opening it for the first time, which I am, and you all feel the same way about it. And nothing is rigged and or messed with, because I wouldn't want to go away feeling like, man, that wasn't right. So we're going to do it like that and search them up. Get those there. Come on. All right, we ready? Let's do it. See if we can find you something like Birthday Boy. That'd be sweet. Turn our music up here. Turn my voice up a little bit. There we go. All right. Volume level went down on my voice there for some minute. There we go. Is that better? All right. Good luck to you, Colonel. Here we go. See if we can find you. Like I said before, what we're searching for, same thing. You know, 1932, that's not a birthday note. And there's your blues going with that. So let's see if we can find you something good, something grand. I like it when people win some nice stuff. Come away feeling like a winner. Now you can see this one, the seal is shifted slightly to the left and slightly up. I mean, it's not far enough out that I would actually pull that note. It's getting close. Like when this serial number is above the imaginary line of the top of this portrait, yeah, that's when I would pull it. So right now I wouldn't pull it. And like I said, I'm checking margins, because like on the margins you're looking for, so stuff like these notes, if you look at the margins, see how it's offset? So that's what you're looking for. You got one like that, like that. I mean, I've seen them even like a 1 millimeter tightness here. So that's what I'm looking for. These, you know, so you compare it to your regular note, you can see the difference on the margins. That's what you're looking for on the margins, and that could be anywhere: top, bottom, right, left. So when I'm looking at them and I pull enough of them, like 3, 4, or 5, I'll sell all those together. You know, sell them to somebody that, you know, there's a lot of people out there that collect them. I got one guy that buys them off of me every time I list them. He loves those offset notes. Oh, and when you're checking those, you want to compare the margin on the left is small. When you flip it over, you want to make sure that it's same small over here. So if this was all even, it'd be a full misprint error instead of a miscut error. But with this and this both being smaller, it's a miscut and not a misprint. I'll pull out notes ending in zeros. Like if that was 4 ending zeros, that'd be a money bill. You'd keep that. Freaking awesome. Did you get any sleep, freaking? Or did you just stay up working on stuff? I know after I said goodnight, I was out. I was like, man, I got to get some sleep. There's a turn digit note, but it's kind of ratty. Colonel, you let me know if you want that one. You can see this is turn digit note, gas pump note, whatever. I'll set that to the side if you want it, but that's a pretty beat up bill. Just let me know. But I'll set it aside. It is an error for you. Copper Owl. I'm substitute teacher. Copper Owl. I'm trying to do you good. Excuse me. Copper Owl. I don't have all the fancy graphics yet, but I can go like whoosh, whoosh, like that and pretend. But we're just going to roll with it. I'm going to give away a bunch of stuff. And no thanks. All right. We give away a bunch of stuff. Make the folks happy. Filling in for the man. New time slot for me. You know, usually I'm on at night. I don't capture half this audience in the night crowd. But it's good to see a whole bunch of people I never see before. Welcome. I'm your host, Namaste Forget Me Not, aka Brian. There's one that's slightly offset. Not to the extreme as those other ones I showed you. The bill's kind of beat up. You know, I wouldn't save that. And if you get skunked on this, I'll hook you up with something, Colonel. I'll get you a fancy serial number or something we can do for you so you don't walk away empty-handed. Sure, I could pull one out of the stack over here. If you guys watched the little comment video, I've got boxes and boxes of notes where I've been doing it for years, all filed away. Because there's a lot of people that, like on a trinary note that has just only 3 digits in a sequence of sorts. I have people that look for, I want a trinary note with a 0, a 7, and an 8. So I've got trinary notes all logged for the people that are looking for certain numbers. Hopefully some new people, new subs. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So there's certain people that look for certain number sequences. Hey, they'll email me, I'm looking for a 654. So I'll pull it out of the file system and give it to them. Or sell it to them. But a lot of people, I will search just for notes for people. They'll give me a sequence that they're looking for. And I'm like, you know, I don't know if I can find it, but I'll look for it. And I'm always looking for the last 4 digits being some sort of a year. And then you look for the front ones to be the day. And then when I'm looking at the note, I'll almost turn it perpendicular to the light, and it'll let the all the wrinkles in the paper, even if the note doesn't have a fold, you put it perpendicular to the light and you'll be able to see all the wrinkles in it. You can't call a note crisp uncirculated if the note's wrinkled, or if it has wrinkles in it. I win plenty of free things. All right. All right, cool, man. That's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. So there you go. That's a keeper. 333, 999. And it's a trinary. 3, 6, 9s. Trinary note, 2 triple straight. Not too awful bad. Little fold right there. But And you don't want to iron. If you're like trying to get wrinkles out of notes, don't iron them. It degrades the paper. I've got a mega press back behind me that I can put these notes, like say that one, you can see the wrinkle in it. It may not get that fold out, but this light paper wrinkle, I've got a press that if you put the bills in that press and I leave it there for over a month, they'll come out looking almost flat with no wrinkles. But I got to leave it in there a long time to get them out. You don't want to put them in books. You know, a lot of people put them in books and stuff. Don't do that. If it's got a fancy enough number and you're looking to sell it, the note will sell itself. But this is just a cool sequence. 3, 6, 9s. I like it. Plus you get the blue note. Congrats on that 75 likes, sir. Colonel's collecting. And I will finish, like I said, I just started these. I will finish fading all these out so they will look something like, when they're completed and they're fully colorized, it'll be something like that when I'm done with them. But you know, I still got a lot to do on this, and then I put the backing on that as well. But as you see, there's a lot more work to do. But that's how they that's how they'll end out, fully colorized. So that's what you'll get. This will look something like this one when I'm done with it. Congratulations. I'm not just going to send it to you like that. There you go, sir. All right, let's jump back over to Smog's rolls and knock these out and do another giveaway. There's Colonel's. And congratulations, Martin Bowen, on your duplicate note birthday win. That was awesome. Hey, Pa, what's going on? That was awesome stuff. I just gave a strap to Martin Bowen for his birthday and hit a duplicate star note for him, so that was cool. That's cool for his birthday. All right, Smog. See if your luck continues here, sir. As true Smog form and fashion, I'm sure this first roll we're gonna hit a buffalo or a V nickel or something. The last box I did for Smog Magnificent, in one, I think it was in a 10 roll set that I pulled up. In one 10 roll set, he had 2 Liberty V nickels in one set. I've never found 2 in a box, and he hit it. Ended up with some war nickels, V nickel. Yeah, that's decent enough to keep for you, Smog. That was a 68D. So 68D was good enough. The 2020s, you're looking on the left side pretty much for the die chip. They call it the BIVAIR or whatever. But you're looking right here on this left wall. More often than not, that's where the chip will be. You're looking here on top of the dome. I also look to the right. I have found several. The year I find it the most in is 2018s. There'll be a die chip here on this. On the 2022s and 21s, there's a likelihood of a die crack coming from right here up into the stairs. And if you're lucky enough, it'll continue all the way up into the windows here. I've shown before on my stream, I've got a die progression set that I've collected that the crack goes from here and starts and goes all the way over, and I have all 8 nickels show the progress of that crack going across. That's one advantage of when you're searching a full box of the same coin, you're able to find stuff like that. But you got to go through 2,000 nickels of the same nickel, sit through that and go through that to be able to find stuff like that. So if you have that patience, that's your reward. And sometimes there is no reward. It's just 2,000 nickels of the same one that you've looked at. So you get really fast at it, and you come up with ways to, like if I was searching an entire box of the same coin, I wouldn't search it like this. The way I would do it, I've got these boards I've made up with the, you know, the rubbery, like, stuff you put in your drawers for your silverware and all that. So what I would do, I would take all the coins and face them all the same direction and put them on this board. Like say I was looking at the reverse. So I would have rows and rows and rows set up like this, all the way across the board. And then you can put it under your magnifier like that and just run it straight across or up and down and look at every single coin repeatedly, and your brain will be able to pick out a difference between the coins. You know, if you're looking at the same thing over and over and over and over, boom, 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 your brain will go, something's wrong, and you'll zoom in on that, and that's the way to pick out the errors quicker, is like that. And then if you have two boards, you just put the two boards together, flip it over, now you got your obverse. So I've got two of these boards that, boom, like that, I flipped every single coin, and you're looking at the next one. There's a time saver. Namaste time saver for you right there. So that's how you search them all quickly. There's a 70S. That's a keeper for you. But that's how, because otherwise if you're just going every coin like this, flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. I don't know, the human brain is a supercomputer. Just, you need to be looking at them all the time like that. Flip it all the same way, and it gets programmed. So a lot of times what you see me when I'm doing these real fast is I'll get them, you know, like 4 at a time, and I've got them all heads, and then I'll just flip them all at the same time and go tails all the way across, looking for your errors and dates. So I'm just scanning the dates, and I just flip, I look for those errors. That's how you get it done fast. Let me catch up my YouTube side. It's a little not live. There we go. Catch it up. So that's how I do it when searching all the same. But individuals like this, I'm just looking, flipping, looking, trying to find the key dates and or errors. You know, I'm scanning building, dome. But you get faster as you get more comfortable with, you know, the motion and doing what you're doing. There's a nice one. 69S, that's pretty good condition. Still got a little luster left. And then, as I was saying before, it still has some of the detail. So if we'll go to our zoom here. So you can see above the doorway how you can still see some of that triangle. You can still see some of the interior columns, and you can still see some of the door. This would be an okay condition coin because you're looking, see, you can still see your columns, you can still see the doorway in here, you can still see definition of the triangle there. That's the detail you're looking for in your 60s, 50s as far as keeper, and you're looking still to have a nice kind of a clean fields and just an overall, you know, it still has luster. Coin hasn't been cleaned, there's no marks on it. So yeah, that's a keeper. That's what you're looking for when you're searching. Not just, oh, that's a real shiny coin. Well, yeah, it's a shiny coin. There's a shiny coin, but right there, it's got a mark from the crimper. A crimper kiss or whatever. So that little half moon, the crimper destroyed an otherwise pretty good nickel. You know, weren't for that mark, that'd be a keeper, but ripped right into it and it rolled it. And even worse, if I flip it and it has full steps, that's even worse. Which it does. So that's a full step coin that got killed by a crimper right there. Boo. But that's part of the rolling process, you know, it is what it is. Oh, I'm not watching football, so I don't know. I gotta concentrate on this. No football for me. I'll watch the later games. Alright. we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we'll do these 3 rolls, and then we'll do a halfway point giveaway for the error coins. So we'll go ahead and start our bot. Let me refresh it. This giveaway will be open to everybody that has not won the 2 error quarters. Refresh it. Keyword is going to be error. ERROR will be the keyword. And I'll pick that in 3 rolls, 4 rolls. We'll pick that out. Here's your keyword, error. Let that start populating names. There we go. Good. Perfect. Right bot. There's populating names, and I'll keep going through his rolls. Good luck to everybody. Open to everyone except for if you've won one of these. That'll be the Jovita Idar, the 2 error quarter set that I made up. I was going through some stuff last. Here's a 65. Loss of detail there. 1940. Here you go. 40p. I mean, it's got nothing left on the back of it as far as detail, but it's a 1940. Yeah, I was going through some boxes and stuff last night and found those several rolls of these errors that I had kept to the side. I was like, well, there's my giveaways. Because I generally, when I first started doing this with an idea of maybe one day having a YouTube channel, I was gearing my collecting towards acquiring a large amount of stuff that I could give away and or sell. So I wasn't pulling just single error coins. I was pulling, when I'd get full boxes, so like the nose die chip error, I probably got 3 or 4 rolls of them. Of the crack error, probably 3 or 4 rolls of them that I just held on to because I knew one day I would get to this point and work myself further. But this has been, yeah, several years in the making as far as acquiring, you know, quantities of stuff. Wasn't just something I decided upon last night. It's been a work in progress. Del Brett, how are you, man? Thanks for stopping in. Wayne, sorry, I've been concentrating on other stuff and giving information to people. Welcome to all the people that have stopped in. I didn't say hello to Otis. Hello. Nice to see you again. Chicken Man Dan. He's a Chicken Man Dan. 62. Like I said, I'm holding these to the side for Robert Worley, making rolls of those for him. He's got a little project he's going to be doing. And after you search just a bunch of coins, just by looking at them, you'll be able to, when they're all sitting there, you'll be able to tell a difference of the luster of coins. You just kind of look down, and I can see, you know, the luster of this one is different than the rest of them. So that's why when I picked that one up, I picked it up immediately because I know it looks better than that one. It looks better than that one. You can tell. And that's when I pick it up, flip it over, give it a little roll to see if it's got the cartwheel on it. And I'm just checking the fields out. And just an overall strike. How does it look? It's, you know, is it all the letter and details? Is it muddled like this one? Or is it nice and crisp like that one? That's the quality of the strike. You're looking at that too. As far as when you're picking out coins that you want to keep for your collection. It looks like a sharp strike. It's got nice luster. The fields are clean. Got nice detail in the hair. You know, this one you can't see detail in the hair. It's this one you can. You can see the detail. You can't in here. So you'll start training yourself to what to look for. See, it's still got detail, got luster. This doesn't have luster, no detail. This one you toss, this one you give a second look at. And I go to the back and I'm looking for that triangle here. The high point, it's gone. You can't see it. Even though I still have good detail on the door, I can't see anything here. And the steps are gone. So it's a decent looking coin, but as far as collectability, no. I wouldn't keep it. Some other people would, but that depends on the quality of the coins currently in their collection. You know, I've been doing it for years, so I've got a little bit higher quality than circulated coins. And here's the first one of these we found today. I've come across a lot of 2023 Ds. That was kind of the same color right there. See how it's kind of tan, brown? I think there's an annealing error on the 2023 D nickels, a whole lot of them, that make them different shade of color than these. So I've been setting all these to the side and giving them to the people that get the rolls. It's an annealing error or an alloy error or mix error, but generally with the alloy error, you would see kind of lines going through the metal where it wasn't mixed correctly. This, I think, is just an annealing error. Too long in the oven, or, you know, cooked wrong or something. Something happened to it. All right, we're getting ready to pull the winner of the air quarters here. And then we'll do the second half of Smog's rolls, do another giveaway. 83 likes, 17 away from 100. I don't know what I'd do at 100. We'll see. I may have to go to the mini vault and grab something good. 100, that's pretty good celebration. And I think I'm getting really close to 300 subscribers. So maybe my next stream, we will have 300, have to do a celebration of sorts. That'd be awesome. 78, I think last I looked I was at like 298. Hey Dagger. All right, let's do it. Let's give away those 2 rare quarters. Dagger, the exercise bike maniac. All hours of the day. Riding. Let's go to the bot. Good luck, everybody. Pick us a winner. Here we go. Don Juan is the winner. 1 minute, sir, to claim that. And I'm going to push these out of the roll. Congratulations. Don Juan. Remember when Don Juan first started coming into the streams? He was like, yeah, pretty cool, man. I was like, yeah, welcome anytime, brother. There you go. Those are yours. Congrats. Don Juan. Please send me an email. I just to make sure I have your address. I know I believe I have sent you something before, but if you would please email me. There you go. Thank you very much, and congratulations, Don Juan. Those are yours. 2 air quartas. Hope they find a nice cozy spot in your collection. And the last 5 rolls here for Smog. And we'll do another little giveaway. I'll probably do a banknote giveaway or something on this next one here. Let me find something good. Pull something here. We'll do a three straight. Anybody out there like Where's George notes? Anybody like the Where's George? Yeah, send an email. Good. We got any Where's George fans? I'll be here till, I don't know, probably another 2 hours, Wayne. There's an old web note, 88 web note, 007 star notes. There's a 6-digit ascending 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. radars. How many people have seen an FU note? And it's a future birthday note. 0629 of 2126. There's a Series 1990 $20 bill with quadruple threes. Oh, another older 20 right there. Broken ladders. Anybody out there collect broken ladders? There's 2 broken ladder notes from a BEP strap. Oh, that's right. So I should go long, Copper Owl? You're a Georger? You like the Where's George notes? There's those binaries. I don't know. I'll give the winner a selection of. You get a choice of. I can pull you out some quad notes, some. It'll be a winner select. So just you tell me kind of what you're looking for as far as the fancy serial number, and we'll hook you up. So that'll be our next giveaway. So I'll set the bot up. It'll be open to everybody. And the keyword I'll make that one is we'll draw that after I do these 5 rolls. Keyword is going to be fancy. Will be the keyword on that one. So be kind of thinking of what kind of notes you would like to have. Oops. As far as I don't know if the chat froze there or not. We'll see. It may have frozen. Nope, I just entered fancy. Did it show up over here? Yep, we're good. Okay. Yeah, so be kind of thinking of what note you want. I've got quadruple numbers. I'll even go quintuple numbers. If you want a quintuple number straight, I'll do that for the giveaway. Combinations of doubles, triples, double, triple, double. Just kind of think what you want, and I'll look for it in my stack over here, and we'll get it for you. That'll be your giveaway. And then if we reach 100, we're going to do something crazy. I don't know. We'll figure out something. We'll figure out something to do. So we'll go to the Nightbot as that's pulling entries. All right, good luck, Smog, on these last 5. See if we can find you something, dude. It's got a big notch in it. 82s. And you want to be looking for nice 82s and 83s. You know, nice everything, but pay extra attention to the 82s and 83s. The U.S. Mint did not release mint sets those years, so collectors are always on the lookout for the finest examples 82, 83s that they can get. So if you find something phenomenal, you know, it may be a saleable coin to the right person that wants it or needs it. Because years back, I used to, when I went through tons and tons of quarters, I would pull out all of the 82 P&D and all the 83 P&D, and I'd make up rolls of them, you know, based on the condition of the coin, and people would buy them up just because they're looking for to upgrade something in their album. And it just got to be too much of a pain to just continue to keep doing that, so I stopped really selling them. A side note, every single bicentennial coin I've ever found since I started collecting, I kept. Oh, that's a nice looking one. Little bit of a mark there, but that's a sharp looking 22D. I just always found them interesting, so I kept them all, and then I started selling them in full rolls, and people bought them. So there's a buffalo. People like the bicentennials. I make them in rolls and sell them. But figure how many boxes you got to look through to find 2 full rolls of 1976 P&D quarters. That's a lot. So I find the hobby enjoyable. You know, it's relaxing. Like I say, you're listening to my music or do whatever. Some people, you know, if it seems to be a chore for you to do it, it may not be the hobby for you. It's try it, and there's different levels of the hobby. There's the casual coin collector, or there's the full-blown, I'm going to search as many coins as possible guy like me. And it's the only thing that slowed me down was the quote-unquote coin crisis or coin shortage or whatever they wanted to call it. You know, one week I go into the bank, I'm getting 20 boxes of coins, and the next week they won't give me one. Hey, Jesse, how are you? You know, I was like, you got to be kidding me. I just got 20 boxes last week, and now I can't get any. She's like, nope, they didn't give us any. So for the next, 2 years, the only way I was able to get boxes was if I turned in a box. So I had to do the trade-a-box program for almost 2 years, which I was thankful I was sitting on top of a mountain of boxes of coins that I had the ability to do that. Because if I didn't have that amount socked away that I could do that, I'd have been stuck. You know, I may have quit doing it altogether. Who knows? Because it was getting really hard to get rolls. As some of you still know, that you know it's hard for you to get rolls at your banks. I've got 2 banks that have been so awesome getting whatever I want. It's nice to have that relationship with them. But there's 2 others that wouldn't get me any, so I closed my accounts. You know, I was like, you know, I'm paying you to do me a service and you're not doing it. Bye. And I don't travel a lot, but I know some folks that travel around and go to different branches of their bank in different states and have found really good coins. So that may be an option for those of you that are on the road. I don't travel as much as I used to, so lately I don't leave a 10-mile radius of my house, which is all right by me. Come on now. Smog right in a dry spot, dude. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Alright, we're getting ready to do that giveaway of the fancy note. Dang, man. Sorry, sir. Not much there. Wow. You only had a couple. That's totally not smog rolls. What the heck's going on here? Totally not you, dude. Just a few here. 87 likes, 13 away. Can we get there? Still got about 2 hours. Plenty of time. It's the most likes I've ever 88. Most I've ever seen on any of my streams, man. This is cool. Thank you very much. Alright, Smog. Yeah, it happens sometimes, but wow. I can't even barely write your name on that, dude. What the heck's going on here? I don't know if Colonel's or New Marshal in town's here, but we're about to do his next 10. Alright. Little baby keepers. We're gonna sub to all the graders. Yeah, grading, freaking, I don't know, man. I've had some discussions in chat with some other streamers about, you know, what's the basis of grading. You know, it's an opinion of 1, 2, or 3 individuals. You know, I've been told that PCGS has a, you know, an averaging of several graders looking at the same coin. But it's all opinionated. It's like the umpire in baseball. What's a ball? What's a strike? What, you know? It's all what his training has told him is the strike zone. So, I guess a grader, you know, they're as good as their experience of dealing with certain coins. I guess, you know, you can specialize in certain coins. But our argument was as far as a quote-unquote standard for grading, and I was like, well, they all use the Sheldon scale, so is that not the standard? But it's opinionated on that standard. What is a 65, 66? How much better does a 68 have to be than a 65 to get the 68? Or a 70? What makes a perfect coin? Absolutely blemish-free, no marks, you know, who knows? All right, let's draw us a winner. This will be for your choice of, you tell me what you're looking for, quintuples or whatever, and I'll find it for you. Or you can have you do that, have your fancy serial number choice, or you can have one of these. Your choice. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Picking a winner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. BH Ringer. Your choice. I saw him hit that fancy right at the end. 1 minute. 1 minute. I saw him. He put that fancy in right at the end. And Marsh, hello. I haven't said hello yet. SkyQuest, what's up? There you are. Your choice. Purple or pink. Or do you want me to grab you some sort of a fancy serial number of your choice? We'll find it. I'll look for something and tell you if I have it. I've got, let's see here. I got a box of... I got a box of numbers right here. Oh, hold on. Change that so you can see it. I got a box of bills right there. This one has turn digits, trinaries, triples, doubles, double doubles, double triple doubles, quads, and then I have another one over here. This one has, oh yeah, I got this one that has them all filed away. This is the one that has like the trinaries, like 3 blah blah trinary, 4 blah blah trinary, triple eights, triple sevens, triple sixes. I'll even, if you want an old star note of my choice, you know, just a regular star note, I'll send you a star note. Your choice. Or one of these. So you select what you want and I'll send it to you. Just put it in chat. Let me grab 10 of New Marshall's rolls. Old star note, you got it. What year you want? I've got 2013, 2017, and 2017A. You can select. Your choice. So BH. Giveaway. Your choice is what? Crazy for Jim. Hope you're doing well. 2013 star note, you got it. I'll try to get you a good one there. Star note selection. Thank you for being here. Congratulations on your win. So these will still be available. I'll do 5 rolls and we'll do another giveaway. And oh wow, 92 likes. We are getting so close to 100. 100 will be some sort of celebratory giveaway. I may have to go upstairs to the vault and grab something. We shall see. See what I can pull out of there. So these are the next 10 rolls for New Marshall in town on his box. I assume Colonel's Collecting bought another box from me, so hopefully he put in his email what selection, 72, 73, 74. I guess after the stream I'll be doing some quarters on my own while I'm watching some football maybe. But I appreciate every one of you stopping by. Hopefully I'm doing Copper Owl proud in his time slot. You know, I'm fairly new to this. You know, I don't have all the bells and whistles everybody else does, but I figured I was ready to at least see what I can do in the prime time slots. Hopefully everybody is satisfied with what's going on. Over the next year, I look to improve the presentation and, you know, add some more stuff. I want to add, definitely want to add more content about the learning aspect of it. I want, you know, I don't want people going into the hobby blind. If you go into the hobby blind with no information about what you're doing, just kind of like jumping in, you're setting yourself up for failure. Or, you know, and if you meet failure early on, it's really hard to overcome that and become a successful collector or seller or whatever your ultimate goal is. You know, this hobby will definitely test your resilience. It'll test, you know, it'll test your aptitude, your knowledge, your ability to learn, you know, your social skills, acquiring the boxes, acquiring the rolls, talking to the right people, learning. I mean, before I even bought my first thing ever at an auction, I sat and I watched hours and hours and hours and hours just lurking, watching auctions, see how people timed their bids, see how people, how often would they place a bid? Would they jump right in and do a bid? What were they bidding on? This is all stuff that, to set yourself up for success in doing it, you need to learn. You just can't jump in and go, yep, okay, I'm going to bid $10 on that. Well, is it worth $10? Are you getting a deal? What's your goal? Are you trying to resell it? Is it for your collection? There's certain points of times where you go, okay, it's okay to overpay for an item. If it's something that you've been looking for forever and you're unable to find it, you're unable to find a good one, and boom, one day something pops up. I call them once in a lifetime deal items, that something pops up that, man, I have not seen that in 8 months, and here's one. You know, and you need it for the collection. There's where you can make a justification in spending the money and going, yep, I need it, I'm getting it, it's mine. But then you have to be able to say no and walk away if it comes too ridiculous or it's out of your budget. Never strain yourself or strain your budget to sustain your collection, to sustain. Coins are a hobby. You know, to some it's a business, yes, but don't ever put yourself in a financial situation over trying to buy one coin. That coin will come back around sooner or later. It's not worth you stressing over missing a car payment because you had to have that 19 whatever, you know. So it's also a I don't know, it tests your patience, it tests everything, you know. You have to be smart or you will fade out and fizzle and you're like, forget coins, I don't ever want to do coins again. Which I've been to that point where like, man, I'm done searching stuff. But, you know, have the patience and know your limits. Know how much time you can actually devote to it. You know, I'm more on the extreme end than a lot of you. Which I like searching coins, I like going through them. I like having the ability to help people fill those spots in their collection, you know. I've got a nice collection. I don't need every single nice coin that's ever been made. I'm willing to share them and or find them for you if you need them. So I provide a service for people that can't do it. And that sucks, man. I got a sick brother as well, James, that I need to actually get to go see him because he's not doing too well. Really stinks losing family members like that. Prayers to you, my man. Really stinks. But knowledge is key. You're armed with the knowledge over somebody else, then you're going to win most of the time. Like so all these auctions I'm in, I know I've watched everyone else enough and have taken notes that I know their bidding habits. I write down exactly what they bid on, what their collections consist of, just based on what they buy at auctions. So it tells me that what I should and shouldn't bid on, because I know they're going to outbid me on it no matter what I put in there. And I'm not one to drive the bid up just because I don't want it done to me. So when that time comes, I don't want someone driving it up because they know I need that coin. So nothing in those for, oop, where was that one? Right there. Nope. So it's art form. And the more you do it, like everything else, the more you practice at it, the better you're going to be. Like when I first started streaming, man, I had no clue what to do. I had no clue what button to push, I had no idea how to operate this software. It was all new to me, but I was determined to learn it. So here I am now, filling in for one of the big guys in the biz, substitute teacher day. When I first started watching like Copper on them, I never once thought I'd be able to fill in their spot for them for a day. And here I am. I worked hard at it, and now I'm doing it. So who knows where it goes from here. I appreciate everyone that's helped me get here. Thank you very much. All your advice, help, not shared knowledge, it's all helped me. And I hope to pass that on and do that for somebody else one day as well. Because I don't know, I like to share knowledge. I like to help people. It's one of the things I do. There's an 85 that's kind of got or 83, sorry. It's a decent strike. But that's, you see, you're looking for coins like that. This may be a spot filler for somebody that has never found one that nice. So, you set those to the side. And one day I might get an email, hey man, you got like an 86 that's decent? And I'm like, yeah, sure. There's a 54 D. I don't know, that's my ultimate goal. So I want to do a section on my channel, based on learning. And maybe another section of my channel, maybe like tips and tricks on how to improve your efficiency in doing stuff, searching roles, or maybe some sort of guidelines on how to becoming a role searcher. Because it's intimidating. You go get that first box and you open it up, you got 50 rolls of coins. Well, now what do I do? What am I looking for? Well, before you bought them 50 rolls, you need to have the knowledge to already know what you're looking for. You're not ready until you have that. Because then you'll be sitting there with 50 rolls and scouring the internet looking for information on what to look for. Well, it's called doing your homework. Do your homework first, then go get that box when you're ready. Or start out with a couple rolls. 5, 6, go through them. Like, all right, next time buy a couple more. And next thing you know, you're buying boxes. Was case of the football, huh? Yeah. Football. All right, we're almost ready for this giveaway. What are we gonna do here? I'll do another two error quarter. Let's set up the bot. We're almost ready for them. Refresh it. This one's open to everybody that has not won the 2 error quarter set. And we're gonna go enter QA. The keyword will be error again. On that, done. There's your keyword. And that'll be for, we'll draw that name here in a second. That'll be for a 2 error quarter little packet. At the midpoint of New Marshall's rolls. we're almost there. It's a nice looking 2017. Let's see, it's got almost full steps. Wow, almost. Not quite. A couple more. It's a nice 2000. Nope. Decent 87. Nope. All right. Damn, only 2 in that first half. Sorry, man. These are, sometimes you have these rough rolls. I don't like searching them when they're like that for people, but it is what it is sometimes. They can't all be winning rolls, I guess. But that's where the law of averages comes in. Keep searching rolls, you're bound to get a good one. All right, everybody get error. And we got 21 entries, 93 likes, 7 away from 100. So I think we might make it. And if we get to 100, it's open to everybody. I might even pull 2 names. Who knows? 2 or 3. We'll see. But 100 will be cool. There's 5 rolls. Let's pick us a name for the next little packet. Good luck, everybody. Dagger cards. Have you won? Dagger hasn't won anything yet, right? I don't think he's won. So he won the 50 like Ike on the last stream. Dagger still here? There he is. I see him up there. He just put his name in. All right, Dagger. These are coming to you, along with your other bag of stuff that you got coming to you. There you go. Congrats. Do 5 more rolls and we'll do another giveaway of... You'll have your choice of... Next giveaway will be a choice of a fancy serial number or a bow tie. And it'll be open to everybody. So I'm going to reload this. Keyword will be... Keyword's going to be this. It'll be your choice. It'll be fancy bow tie, all one word. And it'll be your choice. Fancy serial number or a bow tie. Hey, Jeff Scotton. That'll be your choice on the next one. Fancy bow tie. And it's populating. It's got 3. Here we go. Keep going. I think it's picking names. Let's see here. There it goes. Okay. It's picking them. Fancy bow tie. Be your choice. What you want. And you can pick the colors out on your bow tie. Like the 2 main colors I'd use. There's a nice 61. 2019, you want to look for a double die reverse inside the doorway. I have not found one of those yet. I've been looking. I don't know how common of an error it is. I mean, I look at a lot of nickels and haven't found one. So it must not be that common of an error. There's a 1946. Pretty decent shape. Got a little detail left in it. Nice. Fancy bow tie. There you go. Enter it in. Open to everybody. Open to all. It's a 23p. Kind of toned up a little bit. Give that to you. There's a 68 S. There you go, 68S mint. Starting to find some stuff. Still haven't found any with that die chip on the left wall. That's weird. That's pretty sharp 22D. Very weird. Yeah, so I think the expanding to like a little bit of a learning section on the channel might be cool. Because I got a lot of information all packed in my head that may help some of you, you know, further your numismatic adventures. There's 1958 Denver. Yeah, because the hunt, when I first started, my full intention was to have my entire collection come from finds in circulating currency. You know, like when I started doing quarters, I wanted to make full sets and everything of just what I was able to find in boxes. There's a 56 D, and at that point in time, I was like, man, because I was finding really nice quarters in circulation. I was like, man, there is no way I'll ever buy coins. But if I'm finding these that look this good, I'm not going to do those auctions. And as I filled up multiple sets, full sets of these coins, you know, for my children, grandchildren, whatever, got them all filled up, you hit a spot like, okay, well, where do I go now? Because there's only so many years backwards that you're going to be able to find in currency. You know, all the silver pretty much, hey Jeff, all the silver has pretty much been pulled out as far as, you know, 64 and earlier. Those are rare, super rare finds to find silver quarters in boxes. So you got 32 through 64 on the Washington quarter. You're not going to find those in circulation anymore. So if you intend on growing your circulation backwards from, you know, you'll find 65s, but 65 and up you can find in circulation pretty much. 64 and back to 32, it'll take you years and years and years if you ever are able to do it. So I had all these filled up, and I was like, well, the only way I can go now is backwards because I can't go into the future. So I started going backwards, and I was like, well, now all those coins you got to buy. And they get expensive the further you go back. So how big of a quarter collector is a 48p? How big of a collector do you want to be? You know, all the typeset collectors, you know, do you want to just do Lincoln cents, 1909 and up? Or are you going back into the 1800s? Are you going back further? That'll test your will and how much you really want to go back in a series. So slowly but surely I'm filling all those slots. I'm not a fanatic as far as, there's a nice 23D. I'm not a fanatic as far as I gotta fill this, I gotta fill that. You know, if it comes along, it comes along. I'm not in a hurry. You know, so there's some people I do trades with, and I'm more of a modern coin person, I believe. Modern meaning, you know, 1900s and newer. I do have many 18, 17, and 1600 coins in my collection, but I didn't search for them. They just kind of came to be. But I would love to see some people that I've seen buying stuff at auctions, man. I would love to see their collections. Because, I mean, I know who's who that's buying stuff and what they buy. Yeah, mine too, Crafty. That's, you know, mine was based all upon just everything I found in coin roll hunts. But as my knowledge grew and my appreciation for, you know, the art and the history and everything of the coin grew, I found myself totally diverting away from what I initially said, and I found myself going to finding little historic examples of coins and actually, you know, bidding on them and buying some. But that goes back to where I was saying you got to be smart and have the knowledge, because, yeah, I bought a couple of them, you know, older ones, 1800s or whatever, but I had to stop myself and go, oh, wait, I need to educate myself first about what is considered a nice coin, what are the rare coins, what varieties are people looking for on those coins. Because if you just go in and go, yep, I want a standing Liberty quarter. Well, there are many different, they get really expensive. The more detail you have, the errors they have, type 1s, type 2s, and you'll be throwing away money if you really don't know what you're looking for, or you're not educated to know what you're looking for. So be careful, please. You'll overspend very quickly. But if money's not a thing, spend away. My money tree stopped growing for the winter out back, so I need to fertilize and see what it comes up with in spring. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think you do have a nice garage sale score, don't you, there, Tupac? The only garage sale score I've ever had, I mean, I don't, like, go to them a lot, but the one I did have this year was, I was just driving down the road and I saw this little handwritten sign, garage sale, and, you know, tools written under it. So I like tools. I like collecting American-made old antique hand tools. So I stopped in to check out the tools that he had, and there was the one lady, she was there. She's like, well, I do have, you know, some gold and stuff like that. I'll show you. And, you know, so I went and looked at it. You know, it's just one of those little 1 gram pieces that are in the little vacuum seal. I was like, what's that over there? It was a Crown Royal liquor bottle bag. You know, those purple bags? It was filled with buffalo nickels. You know, so I gave her one price on, you know, everything. The little gold piece and some tools and all that. Man, it was a bag, just a complete full bag of that stuff. Went through them. I mean, most of them were no dates, but, I mean, it was a killer find. You know, what, $5, $6? So it's out there. You gotta work for it. You gotta look for them. You know, Copper Owl finding that penny at the lady's house, or Tupac finding that 1800s coin with the hole in it. They're out there. You just gotta look. Ask the right questions. Be nice to the people. You know, and there's where your social skills come into, you know, it's not all based upon coin knowledge. It's how you interact with people. You know, it's not, hey, what do you got? It's like, hey, how was your day? You know, start being nice to people. 5 Kennedys, 340s, proved Nissy. Well, that's what you found today, Copper Owl? Yeah, see, Morgans, I've got Morgans in my collection, but it wasn't because I went out and bought them. I know nothing about the Morgans. Early on, I saw how people were bidding on those and how much they assumed the worth was on them. And I shied away from those from the beginning. I was like, okay, that's something I think there's a serious collector base for, and I just need to not even dabble in it until I know what I'm doing. So, until I, you know, fill all this stuff up, I'm not even bothered with the Morgans. Yeah, I've got some in the collection. I got tucked away, but it's nothing that I pursue. It's not a pursuit thing. All right, we're almost ready for this giveaway. We got about 10, 15 more to go here. Man, it got kind of cold there, New Marshall. Got kind of cold on me. There's a darker 23D. All right, this giveaway will be choice of bow tie or fancy. Open to everybody. Bow tie will, I mean, it's not going to be this bow tie. This one's mine. But bow tie will look some, you know, it'll have Washington's face in there. You know, it'll be something like this, colorized, but maybe not as fancy as this one is, because I was going to do something with this one. But yeah, it'll be a bow tie that you can colorize, or no, wait, you know what? You get the bow tie or choose a strap. That's what we're going to do. Or a fancy serial number error. Your choice of the three. Good luck. Here we go. Got 33 entries. We're picking a winner. Open to everybody. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, I'm like that, Sue, sometimes. VMC, but... Crafty Dragon, you're the winner. And I just put an envelope together for you the other day, too. I don't think I've sent it yet. It was a win you had back in September, I think. It was a rotator note. 1 minute, Crafty Dragon, and please select bow tie, strap, or a fancy. Which one do you want? Congratulations. Your choice. It's not this bow tie, but you will get a bow tie, or choose one of the straps, or tell me what kind of fancy serial number you want. We will make it happen. Strap 4, you got it. Here we go. Crafty chooses strap number 4 right there. Let's see what we get. Good luck to you. Sort them all out. Get them all facing the same way. There. Good luck. Hope we find you something good. $93 likes, 7 from 100. We may be 100. We may do 2 straps, an eye. I don't know. This could be a combo deal. Be a combo deal, no upcharge. We'll see. These got kind of like a perfume smell, like some lady's had them in her purse or something. For the longest time, I'd go through these straps, and I kept coming across bills that had a little stamp on them. It said "Free Dance from Bailey." So it must have been someone in my town stamping all the bills. Well, we may find you a simple star note in here. You never know. We'll see. You might get a fancy star note. Don't know. All right, Crafty, here we go. See what we can get for you. Good luck. Some cool number combinations, or see, I used to collect those double. I don't do it anymore. It's, double. It started out as a way just to save money. I was like, I wonder how many ones I could save up, pulling out all doubles or all triples, and ended up buying a really nice toolbox set and everything for the shop. So all with $1 bills. So I went in and paid with all ones. They couldn't believe it. I just walked in there with a vacuum bag, just vacuum sealed brick. Some people like seeing the 999s at the enders here. 4 9s, yeah, would probably be a keeper. 5 9s, yeah, definitely. I mean, if you find something like 9s all the way, yeah, people like the 9s. 999 sequences. A lot of people, the Asian culture, 8s. I told them my night job was paying well, and I said, come see Muffin Top. I said, yeah, the side gig's paying well. The manager lady, she got a laugh out of it. I was like, yep, side gig's paying well. I was like, I got enough to pay for the tools, or toolbox. She kind of looked at me a little bit on the side, she looked at me some and like, boy, is he being serious? 666, I'll set that to the side. If you want that Crafty or not, it's up to you. I'll set that aside there. 666s. Some people like the 666 numbers. You just let me know. Whenever I come across 222s now, there's a star note. We'll look up for you. See, there's a star in there. There's another one. Wow, 2. There you go. I've been pulling aside the 222 notes, making Tupac a little stack. I'm going to send him. Yeah, you want the 666? All right. Well, I know it's over there. You can have it. I'm going to send him a 222 pack. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. Dang, here's another one. 3-star notes. Wow. You don't ever find that anymore. 3-star notes and a strap. See, you know right there, I have not gone through these straps. Pulled out 3-star notes. You know I haven't touched them, because I'd have yanked those out for myself. These are untouched. I did not look at them. Don't have time to. I got too many other fires. I got time to on a stream, but not to do it before a stream and during a stream. It's just too much. Heavy ink air 6s. I'll set that to the side for you. Nope. All right, 2-star, 3-star notes. 8s, 4, 8s, 9, 6. No. See, if you get them that have, some people don't even consider the 8s, but if you do, if it has 9s and 0s, then you can flip it over the other way like a rotator. Some people consider 8s not to be a true rotator because the lower circle on 8 is slightly larger than the upper circle, so some people don't consider that a rotator. How hardcore of a collector it is, or what school of thought you have. So, all right, let's look up your star notes and see what we got here. So you got the 666 note. We got a star. I pulled a double heavy ink air note for you. That's 6 heavy ink. Both 6s heavy. There and there. Like I said earlier, usually, more often than not, you see it, it's the 3rd digit. I don't know why. Something to do with the printing back then, but more often than not, it's the 3rd digit. I find heavy ink. I do not know the answer to that one. Have not looked into it. So let's pull up the fancy, no, wait here. Do the picker screen. We'll do star note lookup. We've got a 2017A, 2017A, and a 2013 we'll start with. So we'll start with your 2013. Let me make sure you can see that screen. Yes, you can. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what we got. 2013 in the drop down. $1 bill. Serial number. Get my keyboard. D 0225 6043 star. It's a regular star note, 3.2 million run size, but there was only 2 runs. As you can see right here, 3.2 million up top left, 3.45 total, which tells me there was 2 runs, probably the second one with a small run number right there. So number 2, run number 2 is where the money would be at as far as collectability on the star note. But yours came from run number 1, so it's just a regular star note. All right, go back up. Let's jump to 2017A. And we'll change that. 2017A with a B 0742 4519. Look it up. 3.2 million run size for this. This probably had 3 runs. So your general information. Printed Fort Worth facility in April 2022, but the series number on the note is 2017A. So you can't say 2017A, the bill was made in 2017. That's not the difference. It was made in 2022. April 2022 is when it was printed. Other runs, right there, there's your shorty run. Number 2 is where the money was at. 640,000 run size, where it's highlighted yellow. That's where you want to be, but yours is in number 3, makes it a regular star note. Let's go back up. 2017A. We got a G 05945887. Check it out. Run size 3.2 million as the others. 9.76. Probably at 3 runs. This is made February 2021, but it's a series 2017A. Can't go by the year. So right there, run number 3, 500,000. That was sheets. So it replaced full sheets that were printed, 100-note sheets. They pulled out the entire sheet, put a full sheet, well, a stack of them, 500,000 stack, replaced them. And then the run number 6, even more rare with 300,000. You get one from there. That's the money. But anyway, you got yourself 3 star notes. You got yourself a couple of, let's see, the heavy ink and the 666 note. So congratulations. Thanks for being part of the stream. And congrats to you, Crafty Dragon. And like I said, I just did an envelope for you for one you won on like one of my first streams. So I'll find that and put these in it. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Crafty 1215. I'm glad we found something for you. That's cool. Oh, thanks, Copper Owl. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate that. Hey, man, I learned a lot of what I do from you, so thank you as well. You know, what do they say? Imitation's the best form of flattery. You know, I try to pick out all the things that from all the streamers I watch. You know, all the things that make a stream cool, and try to implement that. So, thank you and Tupac and everybody else for and Paw and everybody for being some of the Rob Fine's treasure. Everybody that did it before me. Kind of got to pass it on to the next. There'll be a point in time I no longer stream, and the next set of streamers come in and take over. But I've always felt a need to kind of impart some knowledge on people and help people out. So this is my way of doing it, I guess. And hopefully it keeps growing. I just want to get the software down a little bit so I can get the transitions, screen to screen transitions down a little better. And that was roll 21 to 30. There you go. All right. So we can jump over to some quarter rolls, or I can keep going with the nickels. What do y'all want to do? Hey, Ronald Harris, how are you, man? We can look at some of these notes. I'll offer these up for sale. I'm not really doing an auction. Just, someone can email me if they see anything of interest. Email me. No reasonable offer would be refused, but you have to really know what you're offering on. What, do you want me to go through some notes and show you some different ones, or do you want to, I can do some quarters. I can keep doing the box hunt. Up to y'all. Up to y'all. 95 likes. We 5 away. Let me. I'm gonna grab a couple quarter rolls and we'll do a giveaway of whatever I find. Give me 1 sec. So what I'm gonna do is, I'll do another keyword here. The winner of this, I'm gonna bust out. I'll do 5 quarter rolls. So the winner of this giveaway gets whatever I find in these 5 rolls. So let's go to our bot again. Let me refresh it. Refresh all night bot. So keyword will be quarter. And I'll go grab a couple of rolls. Actually, I'm going to grab 10 rolls, and I'll do this giveaway twice. So quarter will be the fancy word, or will be the keyword. I've got them in lots, David. They're right. Quarter is the word. Yeah, there you go. It's populating. Where are they at? There's one. There's one. I don't, I have not looked these up, David Air Force Vet. I got 2 lots of 5 right there. I have not put these in the system. I just put them in these. I have not looked them up. And I think I found another one yesterday. So I might have 11 or 12. Do you collect them? Do you collect the Where's George? You know, make me an offer. I'll sell them all to you. No problem. The last sets I had, I sold on eBay. If you want to do it privately, you can send me an email. No sweat. And we'll discuss it. Yeah, email me so I've got a record of it, Shellbell. That way I can, I can go back and reference it. I rarely ever find birthday notes. I've maybe found 3 or 4 the entire time I've been searching. I've been searching notes. I haven't found very many. That's just, I don't know. I've seen, but to me, a birthday note is the last 4 digits of the year, not the first 4. Some people when they're looking, they'll do it backwards, like the European way, and then they'll flip flop to increase their chances. They'll flip flop the month and day, or day month, or day month year, month day year. That's increasing your chances of finding one. I do it 06, 04, 2000. It's got to be that way. So, yeah, you send it to me. I'll look for them as I'm searching. No problem. But I hardly ever find them. Lady Braven, how are you? Good to see you. 5 likes away from 100, which would be like totally awesome. I've never gone over 50, and I've already hit my 75. So we might get crazy with the giveaway on 100. But this next one here, put the word quarter in chat. I'm going to go grab 10 rolls, and I'm going to pull the winner twice. So the first 5 rolls goes to the first name, second 5 rolls goes to the second name. Whatever I find as far as errors or whatnot goes to that person. If you get skunked, we'll make sure you don't get skunked. But yeah, if you're interested in these, David, shoot me an email that you got up there, and I'll get these in your hands. Give me 1 sec. All right. Here's what we got. So I picked this box up Friday. It's Friday's box. All circulated. No new ones in there, so we'll do the first 5 over here. This will be for winner 1. And next 5 for winner 2. See what we got. See what we can get you. Good luck. Good luck. Alright, I think that's enough time for everybody. 2024 nickels. I have maybe 4 or 5 that I've found. I have Jeff, this is There's my entire collection of 2024s. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6. That's all I have found. That's crazy. And they're all D. I don't have any Phillies. 2024 D. That's it. That's crazy. All D mint. So I only have 6. So me parting with these was going to mean you probably have to pay a little bit for them. Seeing as I search on a typical weekend, like if I weren't streaming and doing all this stuff, taking my time, I would probably do anywhere from 3 to 6 boxes of nickels. And I only have 6 that I have found. 3 to 6 boxes a week. And that's all I found. So that tells you it's low mintage. Or I'm just not getting a good, you know, pull of nickels in my area. Like I said, I don't really go outside of my hometown radius. So, I mean, there might be different banks getting better quarter or getting better coins. I don't know. I get what my bank gets me. But there have been times that, like back in 2022, when the women's quarters were starting to roll out, that Wilma Mankiller quarter, my bank supplied me with a box of Wilma Mankiller quarters before the mint even released the rolls. So I don't know how in the heck that happened. But, you know, I went home with the rolls of Mankiller quarters before I received my order from the mint. And usually the mint sends me my rolls way before I see them at a bank. And back then I used to trade. I had a guy in Oklahoma that he and I would trade out because he would get rolls of D quarters. So for me to get D quarter rolls and him to get P quarter rolls, we would just trade out. So I'd get a box. Whenever I got my box, I'd shoot him a text. Hey man, I got mine in. He's like, yeah, I got mine in. I would send him 10 rolls. He'd send me 10 rolls. And had that deal going on forever. And then he had a new baby girl and stopped with his coins for a while. And I've been looking for a good source of D-mint rolls ever since to trade with. So any of you D-mint roll people out there that want to hit me up and let's make a deal of trading, I'm open to it. Because I'm a collector of rolls. I don't, you know, individual coins, yeah, if that's all I can get. But I'd much prefer to have at least one roll of every coin instead of just one coin. Because you never know. Years down the road, someone may discover some sort of error or something that we did not find when they first came out, and it'd be worth a lot of money and you'd be sitting on rolls. Thank you, David. I will check that after the stream. 97, you go, JJ. All right, let's pick our first name for the first 5 rolls, and then we'll run it right back to back and do the second 5. Good luck, everyone. Let's do it. Where's my night pot? All right. This is open to everybody. First winner, Cami King. You got 1 minute to claim it. Good luck to you. Second winner, reroll winner, freaking awesome. Claim it. Cami King's here. All right, got you down. She gets the first 5. And freaking awesome. I know he's here. There he is. There you go. Freaking congrats. Second 5 are yours. Let's hunt them up. And then I'll do, I'll change the word up. Let me refresh here. Close this. And we're going to do Keyword will be rolls, and we'll do this again because I'll be able to go through the quarters quick. So keyword on this one will be rolls, and I'll draw 2 sets of winners as well on the next ones. So good luck to everybody, and let's see what we can get in these first 5. And good luck. All right, first 5, Kimmy King. Let's find you something. And if you get skunked, I'll make sure I pull something out of the collection for you. So good luck. We'll find something. I'm pretty good at finding errors in these quarters that other people don't. We'll get you something. Uh-oh, Terry Carlisle in the house. My picker's gonna get broken. Alright, here we go. See if we can find you something. Your Salt Rivers. Let me just zoom. Let me just get a zoom on this one. So your Salt River Bays. Move this just a bit. Salt River Bay quarter, you want to look for feed finger lines behind the tree. That'll be your main error on there. There is a DDO on the In Gotta Be Trust that you can find. West Virginia quarter, you want to look here on the rim for cuds. A cud is a die break on the exterior of the coin, the outer rim. A chip is interior. A chip that's on the outside is a cud. A lot of people use that language wrong. Sally Ride quarters, you want to look for feed finger lines down here behind the head. These women quarters are plagued with nose die chips, mouth die chips, feed fingers behind the ear, feed finger line behind the ears, or any sort of a die chip on the cheek. These don't have any. That's what you want to look for there. And yes, I'm looking for all these errors as I'm doing it. The Wong quarter, look for die chips on the fingers, around the fingers, or up in the name. Let's see here. There's a nice shiny one. No. The Washington crossed into Delaware. You're looking for die chips here up on the hat. Oh wait, let me get it there. Die chips on the hat area. Feed finger lines under the arm. Any die chips here in the wording are common. And then there'll be a die clash there in front of the face, so it looks like an extra nose. Or these are all Philly minute quarters I'm talking about. Or you may have a die chip right here back on the back side of the ponytail. That's the Philly mints are what I'm talking about on that one. Let me get a better pointer. Where's my pointer at? Alright, so we haven't found anything yet. Obviously you want to look at both sides of your coin. You know, I'm looking for clean examples that have no marks, definitely no marks on the face, and clean fields would be the way I would save that coin. The reverse on some of these designs of the women's quarters are really intricate, and you can't really judge it on just the field area. Hey Nick, what's going on? Glad to see you. Glad you're here. Right now I'm doing little 5 quarter hunts, or 5 rolls of quarter hunts for people that I've given away in chat. So right now we're searching some up for Kimmy King to see. The 99 Delaware quarter, obviously you're looking for the spitting horse, which is a die crack from the mouth to the edge. I have seen some of these with strike through grease that have, I'm sorry, strike through grease that I've seen the E disappear because of grease error. Like I said, die crack, you're looking at the mouth, looking for doubling here in the name Caesar. That has nothing, so nothing on that one. Nebraska, you're looking for die chips here on this little mountain right there. You're looking for die chips. 2 more likes to hit 100. Wow, that is insane. My first 100 like stream. That'd be sweet. The Kanaka Ole quarter is riddled with stuff. Any one of these letters could be have strike through grease filled pockets. You're looking for die chips on either side of her nose. A die chip under here, the word of. On the obverse, obviously, any women's quarter, you want to look for a die chip here at the mouth, on the nose. Feed finger lines right here behind the ear. And the specialized arrow on this quarter would be a die clash, where the name Kanaka Ole can be read right here in the hair. That's the year that sold for the most money, the year it came out. That did not have any of them. The Patsy Mink, you want to look for a die crack or die chip right here at the elbow, which it does not have. Purple colorized bill. Well, you may win it, James. I haven't, we still got more giveaways. That's the one you like. I haven't finished it. I don't know, because I still want to fill it in, get the rest of it colorized. We'll talk. On the Harper's Ferry quarter, it's known for doubling inside the windows right here. You have to have magnification to see that. Typically 10 times to do it. That does not have it. Die chip back here. Any die chips up here. Die chips here or here. And sometimes die chips over here. So in one flash, I got to look for all that. So I roll the coin and I look for it in the light. The light will typically shine different on a chip. The doubling, obviously, you need magnification for. So, but that's what I look for on those. More often than not, that Alaska always has an error, which it does. Extra claw error. There's one. I'd say 95% of the Alaska quarters have errors of the P variety. Yeah, design of coins. Yep. I'm looking for a doubled earring on Maya Angelou. And obviously die chip mouth, die chip nose. On those, the Lowell quarter, you want to look for die chips right here, as well as a W mint mark right here, which it does not have. A lot of the state quarters have strike through grease errors. The Washingtons are one of the ones I see it on the most. That does not. Man Killer, looking for die chips here, here, a die crack here, a crack here, chip, chip, chip. That has none of them. Looking for extra cactus air on the bottom here that covers the initials. This partially does, so there you go. There's another one. The Cumberland Gap, you're looking for a die chip here, which it does not have. And the whole time I'm also looking for fine mint state examples, better examples of each coin. And then I got on the Bessie Coleman, you're looking for a die chip on top of the plane, under the plane, on the gloves, doubling of the initials, die chip, that has nothing. Tall Chief, you're looking for a die chip in the ponytail, it does not have it. Lots of chips and stuff to be looking for constantly. No die chips there. And when I'm doing this by myself, I'm flying through it. My son's mom would love that bill. We're not together. We're still friends. Oh, that's nice to see. You see 100 likes, David Carlisle? We need to pump the brakes. Can in the house. How are you? Nice to see you. You made it for the 100 likes. You're like 99. I don't see 100 yet. So when I see 100, pop that screen. I'm showing 99. We're going to get crazy with something. Oh, I see 99 once that hits. So I'm giving right now. I just gave away 5 rolls to Candy King and 5 rolls to Freaking Awesome. Oops. So that's what we're doing right here at the moment. Great to see you, Can. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. And so we're searching hers right now, just pulling error coins, and I'm going to send them to her. And then there's 100. I see it right there. I got it. All right, we're going to pump the brakes. So 100 likes. What are we going to do? We're going to do, you get 1 uncirculated Ike out of the tube. It'll be anywhere from 77 to 71, so I don't know. I'll pull you out a nice one. We'll get a forget-me-note. You can choose either one of these two, or I may make, you know what? I think I'll make a specialized one just for the 100 likes. So I'm going to make a special 100 like forget-me-note. So you won't get these two, but you'll get one. You'll also get a choice of strap 1, 2, 7, or 6 to look through. And let's see here. And I'll throw in one of these double quarter airs. And we'll do a, let's see here, pull something cool out. There's a two consecutive crisp uncirculated notes with the heavy ink error on the number 4. There, so 41 and 40, 2 consecutive brand new notes pulled out of a BEP strap. You'll get those. And let's see here. And I will give you choice of box 72, 73, or 74 of nickels to be hunted at a future point in time, and you get everything out of it. So let me write that down. Make sure I'm right here. So 100 likes. We're going to do 100 likes. You'll get an uncirculated Ike. You'll get a, let me pull this camera back, sorry. You get an uncirculated Ike. You get a special 100 like forget-me-note. You will also get choice of strap. You will get the 2 air quarters. You also get the 2 consecutive heavy inks. All right, that's for that. And then Ike strap and note, nickel box. All right, here's what we're gonna do. So 100 likes. I'm gonna draw 2 names. The first one pulled is going to get an uncirculated Ike, a special 100 like forget-me-note, a choice of one of these 4 remaining straps, the 2 adhere quarters airs, the 2 consecutive heavy ink air, and choice of 1 nickel box, 72, 73, or 74. That'll be for the 100 like winner, first place. Second place 100 like winner is going to get choice of Ike and choice of strap. So I'm going to refresh the bot. that's one heck of a giveaway, so good luck on that. Nightbot, we're refreshing. Keyword is gonna be, keyword is gonna be 100 woo 100 woohoo. So keyword is 100 woo hoo. Good luck to everybody. Oops, hold on. Next. Thought I put it in. Done. All right. Good luck, everyone. 100 woohoo. There, it's populating, I think. Oh, there's no space. All together. 100 woohoo. No space. There it goes. No space. 100 woohoo. Good luck. That's gonna be a heck of a draw right there. Cool. So the first place is this. We're getting rid of these. These are going up here. So choice. Try to get some decent ones with very little marks on them. We'll see what we got. Oh, there's two decent. Found two decent bicentennial ones that we'll do. Here, hold on. Got two decent, so those two bicentennials. Decent ones. Well, let me find a different one. That one's kind of not shiny on the back. Here we go. There's two. Those two right there. I like Eisenhower dollars. Always have. And then choice of straps for that. There. And winner one gets this. So this is number one winner. Gets all that. And choice of box. So you'll select box number 72, 73, or 74 on the nickels. And then you got the two IDARs, the heavy ink box, and then special note. All right, we got everybody in there. 35 entries. All right, let's draw some names. Put 100 woohoo, no space. I'm getting ready to draw the name. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. Thank you for the 100 likes. This is open to everyone. Winner number one is going to be Colonels Collecting and Detecting. You'll be winner number one. Claim it within 1 minute, please. And that 100 will be yours, sir. There he is. Congratulations. So you probably already bought a box. Do you want me to refund that money, or do you want a second box? Let me know. We can iron out those details later. You want a second box? Okay, so which two do you want out of 72, 73, and 74? This is the one you paid for, and then the second will be your freebie for the win. I'll just circle them both right here. $73 and $74 are yours, all right? Congratulations. I'll put your Ike in there. And which strap would you like? We have 1, 2, 6, and 7. So pick your strap. Number 1. Got it. It's yours. All right. Second winner. Good luck, everybody. Is Ronald Harris. You got 1 minute for second place on 100 likes. 1 minute, sir. You get the Ike. Strap. And a special note if you claim it. $20 seconds, Ronald Harris. 20 seconds. Please don't lose this one out. Come on. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry. Next winner. Fleabag. 1 minute to claim it. Sorry, Ronald Harris. That was one prize you didn't want to miss out on. Sorry. Fleabag is here, rigged. What strap number you want, Fleabag? Six, 7, or 2. 7 is yours, all right? There we go. Let's rock through Cammy's coins here. Fleabag, we may and maybe running out of time here shortly. I don't want to run into Tupac too long. Let's see here. I got freaking awesomes there. So let's rock the rest of hers. Get Fleabag's coins and everything out of the way. All right, Colonel Collecting, we got you right here. All right, let's finish Cammy's coins real fast. See what we got. I'll reduce my talking about the errors and just rock through them. Rigged, I love it. Congratulations, seriously, to everybody. Thanks for, I never once ever thought I'd ever hit 100 like stream, and there it is. So that's so cool. I really appreciate it. So let's rock out some coins. Oh, he's back. Oh, man. Nobody tell him what he lost. Sorry, Ronald. We drew your name, and you were not in chat. Sorry, sir. So sorry. Nope. So hopefully we can pull you a D or a W quarter or something out of here, or an S mint. That'd be cool. So I'm looking for nose chips, mouth chips, any sort of doubling anywhere. Yeah, that's a weird color. Kind of crusty. On these, I'm looking for die chips here on the elbow, feed finger lines behind the trees. Die cracks, usually looking for a die crack across the hat right there. Die chips, nope. Nope. Come on. Nope. Nope. Dang, nothing. Well, these are going to stop giving up the good coins too. On these, you're looking for die chips on the hat and the rifle. Looking for die chips top and bottom of the under his arm or on top of the little mountain right there. And then we will jump over to the straps. But we'll do a little giveaway between these two. Two sets of rolls. Some of these would be really nice coins if, you know, they have like one distracting mark across a main point of the coin. It really messes them up. Guess that's why people buy the uncirculated sets of the coins. Nope. For the Idaho quarter too, if you want to look for strike through grease, it's known to have it on the reverse and obverse. I find a lot of them. In this 2018 Cumberland Islands, look for die chips on the top of the wings. Well, we found you too, Cammy King. Found 2 air quarters. At least it got you something, at least. Don't go away empty-handed. Grab one of these. Cammy King. I do believe I have your address. If not, just send me an email. I think I've sent you something before. You're quite welcome. Thank you for being a part of the stream. I really appreciate it. Send me an email just in case, Cammy. Go off 5 rolls. Quarters. Found Arizona and Alaska. Okay. Congrats. Those are yours. Alright, freaking. Let's do yours real quick. Knock these out, and then let's do a do Nightbot again. And this is going to be for my last set of 2 air quarters. Keyword on that is going to be refresh 2EQ. And that'll be for these 2 air quarters. If you already won these 2 air quarters, we're going to give it to somebody else because you don't want the same 2 air quarters twice. Next. It'll be 2EQ. Copy. Paste. 2EQ is it. I'm going to cut his rolls open. Or his rolls are already cut open. Awesome. Already did that. See, totally forgot I did that. 100 likes just totally messed me up. Got me all crazy. Don Juan. Enter it up, Don Juan. Let's do this. While you guys are entering that, I'm going to look at some of his quarters. Good luck. Set these this way, a little sideways. Make sure we're all on screen there. There we go. Good luck, freaking. Just hoping we can get you something in here. Find you something. If not, we'll dip into the bag of errors and find you something. You're not leaving empty-handed with a GAW. And what I typically do is, if I'm searching these, you know, by myself and not on a live stream or whatever, I'll search through these and not even stop to look for errors. I'll just put the coin to the side, and then that'll eventually become a little pile of coins, and then I'll check all the errors at once, like after I've gone through the whole box. That way, you know, I could stack all of the Patsy Mink quarters all together and look at them all at the same time, instead of having to like flip-flop my brain telling it, okay, here's where you got to look on this one, here's where you got to look on that one. So I just know the main spots to look at on the coins to see if there's anything there worth pulling out or pulling to the side there. Is a Tupac, you still in? What, you going on at what, 6:45 today? You're looking for the In God We Rust on the 05 Kansas. In God We Rust. To EQ. And then we'll get to Colonel's straps. And see, there's a here's a Jovita Idara quarter that the crack is in a different place than the ones I'm giving away. So right there's one for you. It's a little further back in the bust line. See, not here anymore. All right. Well, we got to find him something more of just one. Man, back when these quarters first came out, I used to find tons of them with the little die chip on the ponytail. And now it's like you barely see them anymore. Wonder if everybody's pulled them all out of circulation. You know, all the coin hunters. Pulling them out. On the 2008 Hawaii, sometimes you'll find a little die chip down here at the bottom of the robe. Nope. No die chip. I think I put together a lot of my more like crazy errors and do a stream just, you know, showing you guys some of the more extreme varieties of some of these errors that we're looking for. I mean, because they get crazy insane, and there's some collectors that will pay a lot of money for certain varieties of the errors. But man, you have to search through so many quarters to find them. Tons. It's too many. Some errors I've given up on even looking for. But the main one on this one has a double catastrophic die break on both sides of the coin. And I actually found one a year back. They were, at that point, they were selling for almost 900. They've gone down since then. I think they're probably in the 300 range now for one error quarter. You have to really like your errors. Here's a strike through grease right there on an Idaho I was talking about. Show you a close up on it. So look there above Liberty. See the dark patch right below the chin, between the chin and Liberty? That is a, let me maybe angle it down some. That is a strike through grease there. I had it there a minute ago, right there. Between the chin and Liberty, you see that blotch? There, right there, perfect. That big blotch there is the strike through grease there. Where's my pointer at? Where's my pointer? Right. This whole blotch right there, you see that blotch, and then it goes down into here and over. Strike through grease there. That's a nice one. But that's one of the coins you want to look for on the Idaho and that one. And then on the reverse, I've seen the grease like all the way out in here, like covering the bird through the state and through the motto, covering all that. So that's a nice strike through air coin. Good one on that. Nah, they're just airs. It's not, you know, it's a certain niche of the hobby that, you know, some people buy them up. So, you know, I'll collect like maybe a half a tube of those and put them up for sale. It's, yeah, you're right. You're not going to get rich selling them. Definitely not. But hell, you're not going to get rich buying and selling just little minor errors and stuff anyway. You gotta, I guess you gotta think of it long term. So, you know, like I said, I've got enough stashed away to where if people want them, I can sell them. But I don't actively like add to my error collection anymore, as I've got so many. So I just go through them, look for W, look for silver, look for really nice condition coins. Every now and then you'll get a box that is just, man, just filled with nice coins. I like those boxes. A couple of years back, I had a box that had ended up having 16 rolls worth of S minted quarters in one box. I mean, that was a stellar find. I was like, wow, man. This is an S mint like they just came from the mint. Just perfect. I don't know who got them and who dumped them or what happened. I mean, they were beauties. I was like, heck yeah, that's a score. All right, well, we found you two. They're freaking. Sorry there wasn't more. But we win them and lose them, man. But those will come to you. Grab another little pouch. I got a lot of envelopes to mail out. So that was freaking. Congrats on that. That'll add. Freaking awesome. 2 air quarter giveaway. And you had the IDAR and the Idaho. Congrats. And then let's rock out these last ones for Colonel's collecting. And let's give away this right here real fast. All right, we're picking a name for the 2 air quarters. Good luck, everybody. Digging up the dirt, 2 Jameses. 1 minute, claim it. And it'll be yours. Thought he was still here. I thought I saw him in chat. Mr. Eller, are you still here? "30 seconds. Oh no, don't tell me you left. 20. There he is. All right, good deal. Good deal. Those will come to you, sir. All right, Colonel, let's do your, that's for freaking awesome right there. And then let's do his. That one and this one. And then we'll touch base, Colonel, as far as doing your boxes. And then strap 7, then you get a special note as well. So we'll do Colonel's notes, we'll do Fleabag's notes, and we'll do we'll go ahead and start collecting for EOS. EOS will get choice of 2 or 4. Or that's 6, sorry, 2 or 6. So I'm going to refresh. And keyword giveaway will be EOS, will be open to everybody. And keyword is EOS. And the EOS, I'll give an Ike and a choice of a strap. And that'll be our end of stream. So let's do Colonel Strap. See what else he's going to win. And good luck. Yeah, you got to watch that lag. Yeah, I got it still setting aside here, James. Shoot me an email so I have your email, and then I'll give you some information back. If you would, please. And then that way I'll have your... Hey, Brian Robeson, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. We're looking at a strap of ones that Colonel's collecting. He had one with my 100 likes giveaway. And we're going to search these real fast for him. Let's see what we can get. We've been doing all right with them today. I mean, several star notes. I'm surprised. Star notes have been lagging lately, actually. Tell you the truth. Haven't been getting too many. There's some consecutive ones right there. You can just feel them, that they feel sharp like that. Probably set those aside for forget-me-notes. Alright, let's do this. Good luck, sir. Get you some goodies. Let's find him some goodies. Maybe we'll get you something good. Good luck. Pop through these. See, I used to collect that double. I would have pulled that out in the past. Not anymore. Now this is where the debate happens. Some people believe 0, 690, 9086. Some people believe the 8 is not a true rotator. But you can flip it over and they still read as a number. 980-60690. I'm going to put that in your collection because I think that's a rotator. Some people think the 8 doesn't count. And only 6 9s and 0s count. But that 8 was close enough to being and looking like an 8 upside down anyway, so you get it. There's a star note, 2017. We'll check that. Man, we've had a star note in every strap. That's crazy. It usually does not happen that way. Thank you, Jim Thompson. I really appreciate that. All of you helped get there. So, and hopefully I'm providing a service and some entertainment for you this Sunday as the Copper Isle Substitute. I appreciate everybody tuning in and helping me reach that. It's been fun. It's a decent 06. I'll keep that for mine. Decent 06. Like I said, I would normally keep these if it was 4 zeros. That's you're getting into territory, but 3 zeros now. Almost, no. Dang, if that was an 8 instead of a 3, you'd have something. I can't tell you how many notes I've come across that you're just one note off from just getting that boom. You're like, oh man, 2 notes later I would have had it. Yep. Close only gets you so far. There's a offset note. I'll throw that over there. Got a little offset to it. Couple star notes though. We're good. We're doing good. 2, 5, 4, 7. Nope. Nope. Yeah. No. Thought that was a turn digit. It wasn't enough. There's another one. That 3 got in the way of it being a rotator. I used to save those double, triple, but not anymore. All right, well, we got you. We'll look those up. We'll look these up for you here. So we got the offset note, rotator note. Well, let's look up your star note, see what you got. Might be something good, never know. We have 2017A. We have a B. B. 1, 5. Oops. 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 2 star. See what we got. It's the regular star note. 3.2 million. Total printed 7.04. First run, February of 2020. It was made. So you had first run note. That was yours. You wanted to be in the second run with only 640,000, but regular star note coming at you. And thank you, sir. It goes in your envelope. Plus, you got the you got those two, the heavy ink air, the double set. You got the IDAR double quarters. Had your strap. You got the 100. You got the Ike, and I'll do the special note. It'll have something that says 100 likes or something on it. I appreciate you being a part of the stream. Thank you, sir. And then now we have Fleabag. He was the second winner on the 100 likes. He gets the Ike. He chose strap 7. I'm going to make him a specialized note as well. And here's his strap. And then we will close it up with the EOS, and I will take a break and get some food because I am hungry. I've only done a 4-hour stream like almost once in my life, so this is this is the longest one I think I've done. It's kind of hard to be like, you know, coming up with ideas and stuff and being continuous entertainment for 4 hours. All right, we're all good here. So I spent a better part of last night just kind of setting stuff up and setting it out and kind of planning, you know, what am I going to do? How can I make the stream just stay continuous and going? So hopefully it all worked out for you all and you had a decent time and you maybe learned something and had fun. Fleabag, here you go, my man. Let's find you something good as well. I hope. If not, if you get skunked, we'll find you something so you're not skunked. We'll be able to find you something here. Some people collect, you know, like a 2-digit repeater. I do if it's 3, like if it was 10, 10, 10, I would stop and collect it. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate that, bud. Yes, you will, James. I will collect those like a triple 2-digit repeat. I'll save. But I mean, my collections could be different than someone else that's just starting out, because I've got all the numbers of, you know, anything I'm looking for as far as bills. I've got them set to the side in little folders. So that, you know, that's why I can give these away to other people that don't have them. It's the thrill of the hunt. It's the search I like. You know, everybody else likes the search and looking for it. You never know what that next note's going to be. It's fun. So 224, 422. That's the thrill of it. Yeah, there's a little. I'll leave that up to you, Fleabag, if you want that. These last two are kind of a turn digit error. They're up a little, but the note's crap. So let me know if you want that. Heavy ink on which 6? This one here, the crappy note. Yeah, what's special about the 199-0101? See, I don't do birthday notes backwards like that. I see what you're saying on it. I don't do. To me, that's not a birthday note, but I will go back and pull it out if you want it. There, Fleabag, wherever it's at. I will find it. If you want that backwards pass, okay, that's what I thought. I mean, it's to me, it's not a birthday note. I know some other bill searchers that do that. I don't know, it's not a birthday note to me. So you'll pass on this one. It's junk. It's a crappy note. But I will, like I said, if you get skunked here, I'll pull something for you. So here's a 1977, 09, 36. No, there's no 36 days in a month. So quad 4, I pull out quads. That's actually a quad double. Backwards birthday, yeah. And we're just trying to make up something to make it fit the number. Hey, if they're sellable on eBay and somebody buys a backwards birthday note, whatever, I'll be more than happy to pull them out for you guys. But by the time you try to sell something that's only worth $1, $1.50, and you get a charge on eBay like $5 just to cover fees, shipping, sales fees, tax fees, all the fees that they charge you, no one's gonna buy it for $5. Might as well just put it back in the bank and save your $1. I've tried it, trust me. I've tried it. It's got to be special to sell. I've been there, done that, on it for years. And so that's when I went to selling just multiple lots of things, like the Where's George, sell five notes in a lot. All the heirs, 5 notes in a lot. So I'm selling them to the next person down that's willing to subdivide and try to get more money out of it. I don't have the time to do it. It's just, yeah, I don't have time to do it, to post and sell. All right, we found you a quad double. I'll toss in a let's see here, where'd it go? Where'd my box of star notes go? We'll throw in another, just a regular star note for you. How about that? Here it is. There you go, flea bag. You'll get this one. And how about a, see if I got any with a good number on it. There you go. Here's a 2017 star note, Atlanta District. I'll throw that in there with yours since you got skunked out. Congratulations. And I will come up with the concept and design of yours and Colonel's special note. I got some new paints and stuff I want to try out, maybe. Some stuff called Dragonfly. It's kind of a multicolor thing. All right, that's yours, that's yours. And then that's done. Thank you very much, sir. And let's do the EOS. We got one more strap to search. That's done. So the EOS, we'll get that. We'll get a Ike as well. There's the Ike. All right, good luck, everybody. Pull the EOS. Good luck to you. All right, we ready? Everybody in? Let's do it. Open to everybody. Multiple winners and everything. Open to everybody. Fleabag. Again. Yep, you get the Bicentennial Light too. Type 1. 45 seconds. There you go. It's yours. Wow. That's a lucky guy right there. 2 or 6 on your strap. If it were for any other thing, I would have said no because he's multiple win, but it's the EOS. He's allowed to do it. So you got choice, 2 or 6. Number 2 is yours. Let me just pull your envelope right back down here. So you got 2 Ikes. Hey, you scored. I'm gonna have to hold off on streaming for a while to re-up all my stuff, huh? See what else we can get for you. Man, these are all jumbled. I hate it when they're like this. Every second and third note opposite. Backwards. See, I think someone jumbled these on purpose like this. That's a bunch of crap. I mean, who in their right mind sorts bills like this? Anybody out there count bills like this? I don't know anybody that counts bills like this. Just throw them all on a stack and hope for the best. Craziness. That means it's probably got some good ones hidden in it, huh? Jeez. Unreal. Yeah, this is when searching notes is a pain. All right, good luck. Let's get it going here. Golly. This is ridiculous. Finally. Let's do it. Good luck to you. Woodcraft Eater, I gotta say. Oh, Fleabag. Yeah, I haven't seen Fleabag win a lot. Not lately. He mopped it up on this stream. Good job. There you go. Your second strap, sir. See if we find you something. This will be the end of stream after this. Find him something good. $1988A. Kind of crusty. It's not a web note. Do you want it? Think about it. It's kind of wrinkled up and beat up. It's your choice. I'll set it to the side. It's kind of, I mean, it's ratty, but if you don't have an 88 note, then, you know, I'll send it to you. 2003, it doesn't qualify. Pass on the 88, yep. No problemo. 68968 There's one of your, we don't know if it's a rotator note or not. I count them. So, some people don't like the 8s. I think 8s are okay. So, you get the rotator. Yes, once again, I appreciate everybody helping me get to the 100 likes, being a part of the stream. Copper Owl even joining the stream and saying, hey. Everybody's been nice in chat. No, only one person missed their calling on the giveaway. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Harris. But gotta claim it to win it. But, had some pretty good giveaways. I got a lot of work to do after the stream, making some forget-me-notes and reading emails, checking emails, and packing stuff up. So I'll be busy probably the rest of the night. Hopefully get something. My wife brought me food. I don't know how long ago. It's sitting behind me. I haven't even touched it. So there's a 1995 note. If you want that, kind of wrinkly, you let me know. I'll set it to the side. Let the dog out. There's a 2003 note, kind of wrinkly. You want to keep the 95? Okay, how about this 2003? I'll set it to the side if you want it. 95 is a keeper for you. Okay. We got that 2003 to the side if you want it. Don't come across those very often, but you never know. Pass on the 2003. Okay. It goes back in the pile. $13. All right, my man, that's it. Right there, you got the 95 you wanted to keep and the rotator. So those will go in your envelope. I'll put them in the flea bag envelope. The winner chicken dinner envelope. Not bad for second place on the 100 likes, huh? And getting his name drawn twice. What do we got in here? So he kept he had the quad, double and quad there on the 4s, a star note, a rotator, a 95, 2 bicentennial Ikes. That's got some nice toning starting there. Nice one. Then Colonel's collecting. Let me get the cover for that one. All right. Then we had Colonel's collecting. He had the he had strap number 1 finds for the 100 likes. He picked up another nickel box. He already had a nickel box. Gets a special note. Eisenhower's. The miscut note. The 2 Javita Idar air quarters. The 2 consecutive brand new crispy notes with the heavy ink error. A star note, a rotator note, 2021 series. He got his bicentennial Ike. That's a good haul. Congrats there, Colonel. You've been a loyal channel associate of mine, so I appreciate that. And then we have all the other miscellaneous giveaways everybody got. 50 likes. See, we got... There's Freaking Awesome got some quarters. James Eller got some. Dagger got some. Don Juan. Who'd these go to? These went to Smog. Art Cubbins got the 50 likers. BH Ringer got his choice of a 2013 star. Crafty Dragon got some. What was that one for? Colonel's Collecting had more other notes here. Look at there. Jeez. Then you had, there's those notes. Kami King. It's been a great stream, huh? Great wins by everybody. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much. You know, I look forward to the next opportunity filling in for my man Copperal. Hopefully all of you had fun. I had fun. Everybody got some wins. Everybody got some smiles. I appreciate the likes. Appreciate the love. God bless everybody. Have a good night.